All right, hey, we're back for another fun adventure-filled session. I don't know
Woo!
of Red Skies here. Um, Last time, our story unfolded by you guys mostly traveling the Sea of Tears, well, the Gulf of Margali initially, around the southern part of South Perdido through the Straits of Perdido, and up through the western side of the Sea of Margali, or the eastern side of the Sea of Margali, really. Um, Sea of Tears, jeez, getting my own names, up to the wall. During that time, a variety of things happened. First off, you were the attempted hijacking of your ship. That turned out the guy knew you, so he didn't actually hijack it at all, and it's become your cook. Doing a pretty decent job, it seems. Your passengers are doing a variety of things. A few of them were initially seasick. A couple of them were very worried about their cargo being, chewed up by rats. You have the delegate and his manservant, who seems to be curious about you guys as your guys' backgrounds. Um, you've got Beanbeck, who finally got your ballistas going, and accidentally started the first one off while you guys were talking with him. You guys talked about the possibility of the pulse wave weapon, and Beanbit gave you his estimates of what it might take to do it, including quite a bit of gold. Um, the For the most part, travel through the sea and stuff like that was relatively easy and benign. You noticed a few ships going through the Strait of Perdido with you. One of which turned out was a couple of which were Mergali naval vessels. One of which attacked another ship, which you believe probably was a pirate that they captured. As you were passing north on the western side of Perdido, a couple other naval vessels kind of came upon you and then headed due west through the southern portion of the uh, volcanic chain. Um, but for the most part, nothing really bad happened. Like a couple of the two merchant passengers, Anita and Zoe, started kind of working with the crew and actually started really kind of becoming part of the crew. Um, and by the 8th of Perdido, the fourth day of your trip, it started to or no, the ninth of Perdido, the fifth day of your trip, it started to rain. And as you were approaching up on the wall, so you need to get to the wall because Jeff from Hawkwind Trading Company had mentioned that you guys were going to have the deliver the cargo to another set of people off some sandbars in the wall as a night delivery, and they would then take it the rest of the way. Jeff would pay you your money there, and then go on with them. You happened to get some pretty good sailing that particular day, even with the waves, and a few of the crew, maybe about a third of the crew being sick, but had made it all the way to the wall well before dusk, which was concerning Praedyth because of just how many shoals and reefs and things were there and what you might have to do to get through it. You guys kind of turtled up and defensive down because you're kind of in the middle of nowhere, not sure who might come out and who you were meeting. But nothing seemed to happen as dusk fell, and Jeff fired off a flare, which was responded with another flare about 10 to 15 minutes later, or 5 minutes later. Sorry, about 15 to 20 minutes after that, the first of three longboats, cargo boats, arrived, and you guys started unloading the cargo. You loaded up about half of it into the first, or a little more than half of it into the three cargo boats. They sailed away, rowed away, really. They didn't sail. And about an hour or so, maybe an hour and a half later, they returned empty. They headed to the north, just as an FYI. You filled them up again, got rid of all the cargo. Jeff paid you the remaining 75 gold that you were owed, and then he got on the last cargo boat and started rowing off. About 5 minutes later, those of you kind of on the deck heard a splash, and looking out over there, you saw the boat. Some guys kind of looking in the water, kind of trying to do some stuff, and then suddenly these arms came out and grabbed the guy and pulled him in. At the same time, your ship was also attacked by water ghouls and a troll that turned out was also a ghoul. So you guys fought them for quite a while, having a couple of your crew member go down, but not permanently. True got paralyzed for multiple rounds and almost went down herself. But in the end, you prevailed, killing all the ghouls and eventually causing the troll to wither away. At that point, you kind of searched a little, you kind of looked over there, and it looked like there was a couple more guys kind of continuing to row away, that maybe they had made it through. And you looked through the ghouls that were on the ground, noticing that their garb was a bit antiquated, a bit archaic. Even though it was tattered, occasionally you could see that it was maybe some kind of uniform of some sort, and the type was of maybe 150, 200 years ago design. In the hair of one of the ghouls, you also found a 18-inch long stick of wood made of mahogany that was carved and looked rather nice. Marcus took a little bit of time to identify it and determined that it was a wand of frost fingers. It occurs to me I don't think I put frost fingers into the spell thing, but that's okay. At that point, we stopped, and you guys, we will bring up. Let me see if I can find my thing here. Right one. Oh, I might have closed it so that I can't see it. Give me 1 second, because I was dumb. This one. Yes, it's this one. So let me. Nope, wrong one. Where the heck is it? There it is. There we go. Now we're back in the shallow seas. So, what do you guys want to do as we kind of pick it up here right after the end of the battle? You guys are still kind of breathing heavy, have checked everything out, found that wand. You notice the ship, the boat is still kind of rowing away slowly. Anything in particular you guys wish to do at this point? You don't notice any other ghouls or anything right now?
The rowboat's not calling for help or anything like that.
It doesn't seem to be. They seem to be trying to row as fast as they can, even though there's only 2 of them on there.
And I cast light, and I couldn't see anything.
You didn't see anything in the water, no. No, you literally, other than the waves and things like that, you did not
pulled
see
under.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, count our crew and make sure we didn't lose anybody that we didn't know about.
You kind of go around, and Conan went down for a bit. True was out and is looking pretty scratched up, and from the all the hits from the thing. But other than that, everybody still seems to be there.
Oh, that's good. Next time we bring the weapons up first. when we're on guard. That was dumb.
Yeah, that's also partially on me. You guys said you were kind of defensive up. I should have assumed that you put the weapons on the guys, but it's all right.
So it's still dark.
It is still dark. It is not even quite yet midnight. You guys are anchored in sort of the middle of, reefs and rocks and sandbars and stuff like that. I mean, you could try to leave, but it would be really dangerous. Yeah, it'd be dangerous.
So what we need to do is just keep really just do the watches tonight, and many people on watch.
Yeah, I think everyone pretty much have a sleepless night, or half the crew at least,
and then head out in the daylight.
Okay.
Be my
at about this point, as you guys are coming, Rutillo comes up on board and says, "Was there some kind of commotion?" It was more Slavic than it was Italian, but whatever.
Does he see the giant troll on the deck?
He looks at the things like, we were attacked, were we?
Yes, we were. But that's okay. We handled it.
Passive perceptions. Actually, I have them all right here because I have you on your thing. Praedyth, Aaron, you guys hear a couple more. Very faint.
Can I look over where it's at?
What do you do?
Where is it? Where do I hear it?
You heard it from somewhere off the ship. Like, it's not on the ship. You just heard a couple of splashes as if something fell into the water. But you're not sure how far away it was.
The direction of the rowboat?
All right. Aaron, looking over in the direction of the rowboat, it's gotten a bit further away, but you don't see anybody on it anymore.
Yeah, okay. Well, they're gone. Let's stay on the big boat.
We got paid.
Yeah.
And the boat kind of just seems to list in the waves and kind of moves a little bit, but otherwise it's not moving any more forward.
Oh, and they still have stuff on it, so
There is still crates on it, yes.
Well,
we could recover that in the morning, or
yeah.
I don't
Not
know.
getting in the water.
Is there any sign of another ship?
Not that you can
the way
see.
they were rowing. Okay.
No, not that you see. Remember, most of it's when you got here, you didn't see anything.
It was a
It was
flare.
after dark. You saw a flare, basically.
Yeah, I'd say we just. Does anyone need to rest? Like get their short rest in and recover? I'm fine. I can guard.
I can be on all guards now, on all watches. I don't have to sleep like that anymore.
I just don't know who got beat up and who didn't.
Well, True's gonna rest the whole time.
Yeah, True
right?
definitely needs to rest. I think Rat was Rat
I'm
hurt?
fine. I am absolutely fine.
Perry
I'm
and
fine.
Conan kind of went down.
Praedyth is
Yeah,
fine,
Perry
too.
went down. That's right.
I want to remind you that you did utilize resources. So those of you who require a long rest to get some of that stuff back, even if you didn't take hit point
a
damage.
short rest.
So, just
But I don't know if we're going to be able to have time to get a long rest.
Well, I
Alright,
only used a bunch of magic missiles, so I think I'll be able to use my wand to supplement. I'll be fine.
All right, so you guys kind of start settling into for a sleepless-ish night as you watch through the things. That's what's going on.
I mean, if somebody wants to get a long rest, that you could try to do that as well.
Well,
Can I just take a short rest at some point?
Yeah, you can.
With you, Dad, the aspect of the moon, it says I can keep watch the entire night without disrupting my sleep.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
I'll be on all watches.
You burden it up.
Well, I know I used a spell and a point. Who wants the wand? This could be useful for.
What kind of one?
It's a wand of frost fingers.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you probably
Basically,
have to attune to it. I don't know.
No. It's a
okay.
Frost Fingers is a 15-foot lesser version of Cone of Cold. So instead of a 60-foot cone that's 66 or whatever it is, it's a 15-foot cone that's like 2 or 3d6, something like that. If I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think it's something like that. I don't have that book. I haven't bought that book, so I can't see it in D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely think our casters and who wants this?
Praedyth.
Praedyth can use it. I could use it. It's not. I don't really need it necessarily. But I think, can anyone use it? Can anyone use a wand?
Technically, yeah.
Or is there still like a fee?
Unless it says that it requires attunement by a specific thing, yes. Anyone can use it. It's just a command word. So once you know the command word, it doesn't.
Okay.
Freezes non-magical liquids in the area that aren't being worn or carried.
Yeah, but I mean, the gist of it is it's basically a mini version of Cone of Cold.
Looks like it. Okay, 2d8.
2d8.
15 foot.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, I could definitely use it, but if somebody else wants it for some fun ranged attacks or slightly ranged attacks, that's always fun.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe somebody who's.
It's more of an area of effect, I guess.
Yeah, but remember, it comes from you, so it's only 15 feet from you, so you're within.
Yeah, so.
It's not quite as good as Cone of Cold because of how close it can be.
Sort of like that box in Thor.
Hylough?
Not me. I'm turning into Groot here or something.
No, yeah, but I mean, if you wanted to get a group of people.
All right, so
Rhux has the one water thing.
Yeah.
Don't everyone speak up at once?
So you guys settled
can
in
take
for
it
the
if you
night
want.
and start your resting and that sort of stuff.
I will gladly take it if no one else wants it.
I
I don't think it's super important that who
Iylis
has it
gets the wand.
right this
I'm
second.
going to take the wand.
Okay.
Mine.
Time passes. The boat gently rocks in the surf here as it's kind of going up towards the sandbar that's up near. That's maybe about a half mile away from you guys. Rhux, you seem to have fallen asleep at some point, and you awake from a restless sleep. You're not sure why, but you feel like the boat just suddenly just jerked, like immensely, like it hit a 15-foot wave or something like that. You feel that because you still feel the after effects of it as you're sitting here and you're feeling the boat hit. You see water slowly leaking into the ship near where you sit. The leak, as you watch, the leak stops and the water pools on the deck. See, resonates in your head as you gaze into the water. An image of a black rock forms. It seems to be lying near a broken black table, and it is clearly underwater. You watch for a little before realizing the rock is a carving of a heart, an Alex heart. See, again resonates in your head as you see the heart beat with a red pulse, and then stop before beating again almost a minute later. See, resonates again as the image in the pool shifts, and you can see a large creature with a strange set of tentacles around its shoulders, prostrate before the stone. Creature looks up and directly into your eyes, an alien malice showing in its red eyes. As it stares into your soul, you realize you have seen something like this before, the sea troll ghoul that you fought on the deck. Creature continues to stare unblinking, and soon an almost imperceptible whisper can be heard in your head. It seems to come from nowhere and everywhere at once. Prove. Resonates in your head, drowning out the whisper for a moment. The creature stands up, reaching almost 10 feet in height, the tentacles sprouting from its shoulders, draping over its back and reaching the sand below. It continues to stare at you, Rhux, as the whispering builds. Prove. Resonates again as the puddle loses its cohesion and flows through the floor to the deck below. Rhux, you jerk awaken again. The vision still vivid in your mind, but the whisper is fading slowly. The deep one has spoken again, and you know where to go to prove your worth.
I do.
Seems like you got to find this troll.
Didn't I kill the troll already?
This troll.
Ah, it's a different troll. Of course.
The troll you guys fought didn't have big tentacles on it, now did it?
I would
That's
hope
true.
not.
I mean,
This one's more Cthulhu-like.
Yeah, we probably would have noticed.
Yeah, you would have noticed. Morning comes after a semi-sleepless night. Those of you, you never hear any other splashes in the ground. About an hour or two after those splashes you heard, the lamps on the ship, on the little boat that's wobbling the thing, blink out as they run out of oil or torch or whatever it is that they were running on. And yeah, the
That
dawn
D6
comes.
is for my wand of magic missiles, by the way.
Okay. It's because now it is.
Back up to full charge, baby.
It is
full
staying
charge.
as it comes forward.
So is that a long rest?
Yes. As the morning dawns, morning breaks over the area of the wall, and you can finally see the aftermath of the previous night. One of the cargo boats drifts no more than a couple hundred yards away. Cargo still sitting in it, blood smeared across the crates. Another boat can be seen several hundred yards further beyond that, capsized, but still riding the waves that slowly race in towards the sandbar to the north. There are no signs of any people or bodies in the water near these boats. True, who's feeling a bit better now, she starts directing the crew to get ready to weigh anchor and get the hell out of here. Unless you guys stop her.
I think that's a great idea.
Don't want to try to salvage the shipments.
They weren't What happened? I'm sorry.
There's literally a boat 200 yards away
boat, yeah.
with a bunch of
I think we
crates in
should
it.
probably try to get that.
To the boat.
Yeah, let's definitely get that. Yeah, my bad. I just completely blanked on that
Go
one.
get 'em.
I literally just said
So we have a small boat.
Yeah, I
we can row
know.
out
I
to
did
get the
hear
boat?
it.
Yeah, okay, cool. Just making sure my mic was on there for a second.
No, yeah.
No, you
I
said
just
it.
didn't process it properly.
Do we have a small boat?
Yeah, you guys have a
there,
small.
or
You
is
have a
it-
small boat. It's just not on,
We got a rowboat.
on the map.
Okay.
You have a rowboat.
So
You have a
some
couple
of us go
actually,
out and get it.
technically.
For
I'll go. Whoever else wants to go.
purposes.
Rhux will go. He wants to swim.
All right,
Wish I would.
True stops the thing and it's like, all right, if we're going to salvage this, that's fine. But it's going to take a little bit because you're going to have to get that boat, and maybe you can go out and see a little bit further and see the other boat. Maybe the crates are just in the water down there. As you get into the rowboats and start rowing over to the one boat, you can see that the floor. It's only maybe 15 to 20 feet to the sea bottom here. Not very deep. So if the cargo on that other boat that capsized is just in the water below, in theory, it's just a matter of salvage operation of getting some ropes down there, pulling it up and into a boat and carrying it over.
Yes.
How long will it take us to sail out of here? I'll ask Praedyth. Or how long did it take us to get in?
Well, it took you maybe a couple hours to get in. It's not terribly bad. It's just time. It's time consuming in the sense of making sure you do the right turns and don't run into the rocks and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, I just want to give us plenty of time to get out. I don't want to necessarily spend another night here.
Do we have plenty of daylight to salvage and then
It
get out of
is
here?
dawn, so I mean you're probably an hour after dawn, even though I haven't.
Okay,
set the
so we
time
should
yet.
have time then. So let's go salvage.
All right, so you guys start heading over there to salvage. Reaching the first boat, or the first of those cargo things. There are, I have it in here somewhere. 15 crates in this particular one. Oh, sorry. Yeah, there's 15. There was 15 crates in this one. When you loaded it up, you remember putting 15 crates in here. There are currently 7 in the boat.
Do we know what's in the crates?
Ore, as far you were told, ore was in the boat. It was
Ore?
in the crates. Yeah.
Okay.
If your assumption would be that if it's a bunch of bars of ore, there's probably 10 1-pound bars in each crate or something like that. Like they're not huge crates. They're like the flattened crate kind of thing, which normally you would see have like think of like any movie where they pull up the kind of the 6-inch tall by about 18-inch wide crates that they pull off and it's full of bars of gold or silver. It's that kind of thing. It's just in this case it's probably iron or bauxite or something else, tin, maybe something of that nature. I mean, you could open it up and look.
Once it's back on the ship, we might.
But there are 7 of those crates in this current one, but there should have been 15 because that's how many you put in there. That's how many you guys loaded on the last one last night.
So why would they take? All right, let's take these back to the ship and then open it.
All right, so you start loading up the thing. Who's there? Who's on the ship? Who's in the boat?
Aerra on boat.
I'm on the
Marcus
boat.
is there.
Rhux is there. He swam.
Okay, well then in that case, Rhux, as you were swimming, you noticed that as you got closer to the boat, the beginnings of sort of an underwater canyon start to show up. Like you can see the rocks and the reefs kind of, and the seafloor starts to go down a little bit. As you get closer to the boat, you notice in the water, since you're swimming in it, that 8 of those crates are down at the seafloor.
Are there any creatures on the seafloor?
Other than, some fish and a few sharks? No. No ghouls.
So nothing. No ghouls.
No ghouls.
Well, then I'll let Marcus know, and I'll start going down to get him if we want them.
If you want to get him, you can have it. I'm not going down there to get it.
Well, I'm the one who swims.
All right.
Well, you also are
Technically,
the
you
one
could make
with water
everybody swim.
breathing.
Technically, you can
That
make
is-
everybody breathe water, yes.
That is why I'm the one who swims.
All right,
Yeah.
so you head down into there and start salvaging the things.
I'll watch him while he's down there, try to make sure.
All right,
Got my bow.
you go down and get the first one. It's about 20 pounds. So you kind of start bringing it up. I think I said that each one was 50 pounds. It's about 50 pounds. So you start swimming and bringing it up and then kind of throw it onto the rowboat. True, who's kind of watching this from a distance, you hear her shout, "Hey guys, just put somebody in the boat and bring it back." As she watches you guys start to move the crates from one boat to the raft.
Oh no, that's what. Okay, I thought we were already in the boat. I didn't say that. Yes.
Oh no.
Get in the boat.
I thought we would tow
tow
one back.
Sorry.
I mean, you got enough people. You can each row.
Yeah, we'll row the boat that was
row your
had
boat.
the unfortunates back.
Yeah. All right. So you start rowing the boat back. Do you wait for Rhux to get all the rest of them up from below?
Yeah.
All right. That takes maybe about 10 minutes. You guys get them all in there, and then you row the boat back to the ship. At that point, the crew starts bringing up the things and stuff like that. As that's happening over the next 15 minutes or so.
And let's open one of them before we put it all on the ship.
All right, so you put one on the ship and open it up. Inside is about 20 bars of 10 5-pound bars of iron.
Okay. As long as it didn't draw those things to us.
You're not sure it did, but I mean, there's no people on these boats, but the stuff is still around. And in fact, Rhux, when you were getting the stuff down below, you didn't see any people down there either. Like, you didn't even see bodies of people.
They ate the corpses.
Or ghouls.
Or they took them. Yeah, that's true. They are ghouls. They got the bones too.
They probably took them. Well, anyway, while you're kind of starting then to unload those crates, you hear from above, "Hey, Captain
Yes.
Aaron, I think there's a ship up to the north up there, maybe about 5 or 6 miles. It's kind of near a rock, so it's hard to see."
What kind of ship?
We need a spyglass.
Ship.
What kind of rock?
Something rocks coming out of the sea.
Is it on our way out?
No, not necessarily.
Is it heading this way?
It's probably where they came
Doesn't
from.
look like it's moving.
It's probably the ship the people who wanted this stuff came from.
I mean, if you want to try to look at it, yes, a spyglass is probably what you should be using.
Spyglass, activate.
We have somebody that has a special spyglass.
Yeah. It's very new. It's what's special about it.
It's very spiffy.
So who's rolling perception?
The guy with the spyglass.
Well, I mean, I can do it. Yeah, sure. And what is does the spyglass give me anything?
If it's close enough, then it gives you advantage. But in this case, it's 5 miles. Just a regular. It's just allowing you to see it better. You kind of look in the direction towards the island up front there. And as a reminder, Dresd'a, this is Pereira Isle. The ghouls had on 200-year-old uniforms. Anyway.
Well, interesting.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
You're missing what he's saying. He's pointing there. You kind of look in that direction. You're like, there's lots of rocks.
There's so many. Like, which one are you pointing at?
Unfortunately, you're just not able to focus in on the right spot.
Understandable. I might pass off the spyglass to whoever's trying to point it out.
Well, Rat's up in the crow's nest. He's pointing it up from up there. That's probably why it's having a problem. You're having a problem because
come down here.
He's like 50 feet above you. Well, maybe not 50 feet. Maybe 30
Send the spyglass up. Take it up there.
Too. Yeah, I'll just take that up there to him and let him look.
Can we sail out that way and give this, at least deliver the stuff so they don't think we screwed them?
True's like, we're not going out that way. We're going back out the same way we came in.
Okay.
But if you want to take a rowboat over there, be my guest.
Nah, I don't care that much.
Makes sense.
Street value of just the one case you just got is 100 gold. There's 50 of them.
Wow.
I say we cut our
that.
losses, take the 50 and leave.
Yes, but you've only got 15.
I was saying we don't have.
How many can we fit on the rowboat?
15.
You're breaking up, Kat.
How many can you fit on a rowboat?
Let's quickly just go back out there and get whatever we can and get it back.
Let me
Do
make sure
we
it's
have more
100
than
gold.
one rowboat?
We have.
Well, you now
like
have a
2 or
big, huge
3.
longboat. that can hold a bunch of 15.
Right.
Again, guys.
Well, there you
pay
go. Let's
attention
go
here,
take the
guys.
longboat and grab what we can get.
Right.
I got the perfect solution. We get
There's
the
also
crates.
another longboat about 500 yards away that's flipped over, but from here it
That
looks
may
like it
have-
Definitely usable.
might be usable. Yep.
Again, though, these guys are going to think we stole their stuff. I don't remember
Well,
who did we get
if
this
they're
from.
dead,
We'll give it if the people in the big ship are the guys that supposed to get the stuff, then we could always just give it back to them. I mean, just get it and
But
get it
we're
over
not
here.
we're not going that way.
Well,
yeah,
that's
we're
fine.
on the
it's
way.
in the ocean. Is all I'm
Okay.
saying.
We have a good story.
It's there for the taking.
Okay.
Free game, as the kids say.
We get the
Oh,
crates.
I mean, maybe there's somebody there. 1 second. I'm trying to find the exact.
Like, if there is someone there, we'll just indoctrinate them into our crew. I mean, ask them to join our crew.
They're not bad people. They're just trying to smuggle stuff.
I'm sorry.
Into
Each one is worth 50 gold. So it's 1 pound of iron is worth
Well, that's
is one silver
lot
piece.
worse.
Is worth 1 silver piece. You have 5 pounds, so that's worth each bar is 5 pounds, so you have 5 silver pieces. But you have 10 bars per crate, so that is 50 silver pieces or the price. Wait, that's 5 gold. I can count. So it's 5 gold per thing, as long as they're all just iron. So
It's
wait,
5 gold.
I think we could
per
go back
crate.
to that 100 gold
Not,
evaluation.
yeah.
Yeah,
like-
I do it for 50 or 100, but for 5 gold a barrel, I don't know.
yeah, like maybe grab a couple of them that we can reach, but that's not worth it.
I'm
as
gonna
much.
start opening some of the rest of the crates and see if they all look the same.
Okay, so you just start randomly opening the crates.
Yeah.
You of the 15 you have there, 12 of them are gold, or sorry, are iron. Sorry,
Uh-huh. Darn.
2 of them,
Keep faking us out.
2 of them are bars of silver, and 1 of them is bars of gold.
All right, we're done here. Let's go get
Captain-
the other stuff. We don't know.
Captain orders to get
So we don't know if they're
Get your butt
all
out there and get the rest of that stuff.
getting all of it. Captain
Okay.
orders.
Okay, that's even better. That makes things more interesting.
Hi, Captain.
Okay. So,
Truth
while they're
just shakes her
doing
head
that-
a little bit, and she's like, you could have just taken the stuff anyway. Iron is iron; it's still worth the money. Why are you guys being so trepidatious?
I want more money, not a good amount of money.
Well, I was just going to leave what's already been in the ocean and get out of here. But if you guys want to row back out there, I want to
I'm
examine these
greedy.
uniforms.
What do
from
you
the
want?
ghouls. Does
All
anyone
right,
I'm
recognize
going
these
back out there.
uniforms?
I'm taking a bunch of people. We're going to go back out there and we're going to take care of this. Okay.
I'm gonna
so-
go with
Facts.
them.
Okay. Rux, you coming?
Hey guys,
Yeah, Rhux is coming.
don't forget I can breathe underwater if it's like
Ooh.
shallow.
Then
Ah.
get in the
come
boat.
on with us. We'll
Yeah.
get in the longboat. We're gonna go flip over the other longboat and then like use both of them to get a bunch of stuff.
All right.
We're not
Not
murder
coming.
hobos. We're treasure hobos.
I don't know what you are.
So no one recognizes these uniforms.
Well,
Dresd'a
I was
or-
waiting for you guys to decide on your stuff, and then.
Okay, sorry.
Well,
Yeah.
first things first, money, profit, greed.
That's what I'm saying. War later.
And
then, hey,
if you want to
if
give
I'm
me
like
an intelligence
and going-
check, you can.
helping and going underwater, do you think I see like anything that might be shipwrecks or?
Well, currently you're not going anywhere because no one said. I haven't gotten clear plans of who's doing what.
Well,
that's
I'm
what I
gonna
mean.
go with them to help.
okay.
So-
Rux and Hylough and Iylis
Yep.
and Dresd'a are going on the salvage operation, and we'll probably grab a couple of other roughnecks here
Roommates.
to go out there with us.
Did you
so.
want everybody to do an intelligence check?
No, just Marcus because he asked.
Okay.
What he was looking at the uniforms.
All right.
All right. So
I was pointing it out to everyone else if anyone else recognized it as well, but
Yeah.
all right. So what we got here? We got Iylis, Rhux, Hylough, Aaron, and Dresd'a going.
I don't know if Aaron's going. Dresd'a's
Yes, I'm
going.
good.
Okay,
and various
so-
crewmates that we can help speed up the salvage.
Well, I
We're
mean,
going into the
right?
longboat, and we're also going to take a rowboat as well, and then we're going to use the longboat and the rowboat to flip over the other longboat, and then put a few people in there.
Okay. All right.
With
So
some
you
extra
guys start
oars.
rowing out to the capsized boat. So that
Yep.
we get started. So we're going to do that.
Cool.
At the same time, Marcus, you're checking out the while they're gone. You're checking out the
Right.
Uniforms. You got a 14 intelligence check. You believe this is some kind of uniform. It's not a naval uniform of any kind. Probably maybe just a typical merchant marine vessel or something like that. It's hard to say though. It's that old, but it's clearly older. The design is definitely easily 150 to 200 years old.
Okay. So they've been here for a long time.
Well, whatever these bodies were, whatever these ghouls were, they are wearing tattered clothing that implies that they're 200.
And there are any badges or any type of
No,
identification?
it's tattered enough that it's just most of that
Gone.
stuff is gone.
Okay. Well, I guess we just get these bodies off our deck
Yeah.
while we're.
All right, so you throw the bodies off. True, and the crew are kind of getting everything ready. They're moving some of the cargo back down in. You guys make it to the capsized boat about 15, maybe not 15 minutes later, about 5 to 10 minutes later, and start trying to manhandle it over. But once you get there, what was I going to say?
You are sucked into a whirlpool.
As you get there, you notice that the capsized boat is missing parts of the hull. It's floating on top because the hole in it is above the water, so that's why it's not sinking. You believe, or at least whoever's with you, let's say Matt believes, hey, we can fix that. We just got to get back to the ship. Heck, I'll probably fix it here if we just get some stuff. We can make a batch for it.
Cool.
Do we need both of them in order to get all of this stuff back in one trip? Or
well, remember, it took them 2 trips last night to take it to wherever.
I just want to make sure, given what we have, we can't.
It doesn't seem likely, given it took 2 trips last night.
Okay, cool.
Then get to fixing this boat.
All right. Well, we're gonna have to go back and get some stuff from the ship, Captain.
That's fine.
Well,
take
take
the
the
rowboat
rowboat,
back. We'll take the
yeah.
longboat out and start some salvage.
And is there any of the salvage around us, around
All right,
this
so
boat?
give me a perception check. Whoever.
Sure.
And Rhux, you need to let me know specifically if you are swimming the whole time, so I know.
Okay, you got it. Cool.
Looking around, clearly there's nothing in the boat. It's capsized. But looking underwater, there is it's a bit deeper here. So it's harder to see the bottom. You got a 15. That's still good enough. There's kind of not a train, but a splattering of the crates along the seafloor, as this thing kind of capsized, it kind of spread out across the thing. But there's a good you count at least 10, but you think there's more than that down there.
All right, Rhux, give us water breathing. We're gonna start salvage.
All right.
All right, so Rhux, how many people can you water breathe?
I can give
5.
it to 1 plus my charisma modifier.
Which is currently what?
3? 4? 3.
5?
So I can give it to 4
You
people.
can give it to 4 people.
Ooh.
I'll stay on the boat.
Okay.
So with me, that'll be 5 people who can breathe underwater and swim normally.
And Dresd'a can go underneath on her own.
Wonder how difficult it will be to actually pick up these boxes, and if I should actually go down.
They're 50 pounds. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably stay on the boat. Just help you guys.
All right. So you guys start salvaging. When you get down there, you notice that this has kind of fallen into that canyon that I mentioned to you before, Rhux. That seems to have extended this direction. It's heading up in the same direction you guys were headed. The boxes have fallen in. When you get to the bottom, you estimate you're maybe 25 feet down. 30, something like that. So it's a bit further down than normal, but at least than the previous one. But you guys start trying to manhandle them up. Let's see here. What are strengths on the people who have water?
My strength is 19.
Hylough, did you go down with the water? In the water?
I didn't, but if we have weaklings,
Iylis is not going
I'm
down.
the weakling.
He's got like a
Yes.
9.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to stay on the boat to help haul it into the boat once it got up here, but
That's fine too. I'm just making sure. So, Aaron, Dresd'a, and Rhux, for sure, you guys can easily
I'm
pick
stepping
one
away
up
just a
and
second.
pick one up and start to take it and kind of swim it up. That being said, after you guys each take 2, so you get 6 of them back into the boat. At that point, all 3 of you need to give me a Constitution check. Not a Constitution check, sorry, a Strength check, because you're starting to get a little bit fatigued. Because they're 50 pounds each, they're not light.
Yeah. And it's heavier in the water
Yeah,
or
you're
something.
pushing you're pushing up against the water. It's extra resistance and stuff like that. So it's not. All right, all 3 of you are fine after the first 6. You get another 6, 2 each between the 2 of you. So you're now at 12. At that point, you see that there's probably 8 more left down there. So give me another strength check.
Nice.
Dresd'a and Rhux.
Mr. Consistent 13.
Rhux, you try to pick one up, and it's just you're feeling a bit fatigued.
I should have a +7 on these. It's not counting my proficiency into my strength checks.
Because it's an ability check, not a saving throw.
I was say right.
Dresd'a, the same thing. You're struggling as well. So, Aaron, you start kicking up and start taking another one up, and the other 2 kind of look a little tired. And what do you guys want to do? So, Aaron's heading off. What are the rest of you 2 doing?
I was gonna look around.
Take a breath of
canyon a
water
bit.
real quick.
All right. So you start
Double
breathe.
team a barrel, like 2 on 1. The 2 of us that are tired can work together. to
Yes,
pick
you
it
can
up.
if you want. If that's what you want.
That
to do.
also works. We can do
Right.
that.
So this round, you guys get 4 up. You get 2 between the 2 of you and 2 from Aaron. So there's 4 more down there. And
Nice.
we'll say it takes you guys another 20 minutes to make that happen.
To get all of them.
Yep. So you get them all up onto the thing. At that point, about that time, Matt's back and he's kind of gingerly on the thing, trying to apply sort of a patch to the hull of the other longboat. What are you guys doing? What is anybody doing? Praedyth, Marcus, the rest of you guys.
Let's
Rocky,
throw this bag. I'm thinking what we have right here.
is it
I
full?
mean, are we full or
Well,
can we fit more?
No,
do you
the
think?
longboat. If you guys are in the longboat, it's full.
Yes.
20
Okay,
is,
cool.
is the max that it can seem to hold. Like these crates aren't huge, but they're heavy, and so every time you put
Yeah,
one in, it
that's what
starts
I'm
to sink
worried
it down more and more. And so that's the concern here. Not
Yeah.
that like if you could fit a lot more crates in here. It's just the weight.
I also wonder,
Oh.
like, how top heavy does it get or whatever.
Yeah, I mean it's starting to feel a little like it's a bit more unwieldy than it was before, by quite a bit. And it was
Got
already kind of a longish boat, though it's not easy to work with.
Well,
Cool.
take the longboat back and start unloading.
Okay, so you guys
then-
take the longboat back, and crew starts unloading them.
So then you said you wanted to know
What's anybody doing while that's happening? Because that takes about 15 minutes.
Praedyth is just hanging out on the ship, supervising, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just getting the ship ready and
Supervisor.
Okay.
making sure there are any holes down below.
He'll start planning the way out.
All right.
Rhux
So
is curious about the canyon.
about 15 minutes later, you guys have undone the thing. And about that same time, Matt gets enough of that thing past. He's like, I think it's good enough. We can take it back to the ship and get it up onto the ship, maybe, so I can do a better patch, but at least it will be seaworthy enough. Let's try to flip it back over. So anybody who's
I'm
out
gonna
with
do
him.
that.
I'll help him.
Rhux will flip it back over.
Right. So you guys try to manhandle it and flip it back over. Strength check
Strength check.
for Rhux.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't mean to hit advantage. That was an accident.
You guys are able to manhandle it enough with Matt's help and get it up on its side. A little bit of water comes into it, and you can see there's some water seeping in through the patch, but it's good enough. Like he's right, it's good enough to get it back to your ship and at least get it enough out of the water so you can do a better job of it. So it takes you guys maybe about 5 minutes to get it back to the ship, rowing it that way, and then he's like, "Hey, let's get this onto the ship, or at least up high enough so I can do a better job." And so over the next 10 minutes, the crew kind of gets some ropes on it and manhandles it up on enough so that he's now at a point now where he can work on it up there with better tools and a few things like that, and a stabler platform instead of the rocking of the waves that you guys were on. The other boat, however, is currently free. It's been unloaded.
Yeah, so we can take it back.
We go back out.
Yeah. Is there any are there any names on these rowboat, these other?
No, rowboats have no name on them.
Okay.
The crates all have Hawkwind Trading Company on them.
Yeah.
But there's no names on this rowboat.
Okay.
All right, what are you guys doing next?
We're gonna row back out and get whatever else we can with
everything that you saw with the two boats is picked up.
Okay, so there's no other. There's not a third. There was a third boat, but we don't see any evidence of that.
Rat said he saw a ship about 5 miles up.
Yeah, but that's the ship. But there's not another rowboat.
He doesn't see another cargo boat, but I mean that's smaller.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have nothing else to do, is what it appears.
Unless you want to go to the ship.
No,
not necessarily.
I don't know. I mean,
I don't really want to go over to the ship unless they come over to us, because that's not really direction.
They did hire us to do a job.
Is that their?
And
is that their ship? Is that
how far away is the ship again?
About 5 miles.
Oh, I was gonna say I would suggest maybe those of us that can swim underwater, sneak over and try to spy it out to see if we can figure out if it's friend.
A rat calls down and says, "The ship hasn't moved in the whole hour that you guys have been messing around."
How long
they may all
will it
be
take us
dead.
to get over there? Yeah, I mean the whole crew might be dead.
Well, probably about 45 minutes. It's only 5 miles. Not like it's.
Let's go examine it. Let's see what's going on over there.
Yeah,
it's about 45 minutes. In a rowboat, it would take you guys about 45 minutes to get there.
Okay, so it's
another 45 minutes to get back. So how long has it been here? We've been at this 2 hours?
About an hour.
Okay.
It seems longer, but it's only been an hour.
It does. So let's just all go. We'll take the 2 rowboats that are useful, not the one that needs a hole. And
yeah, so the cargo boat can hold about 20 of these crates. Each of your smaller rowboats can probably only hold about 5. Just as an FYI.
We'll tell Matt to bring the other longboat over when he's done.
Well, why don't we just see if they're alive over there? They may be dead. They can come over and get it if they want it.
Okay, so what do we have if we take one of those boats over there, is that enough to bring what they sent back?
No, because again they took 3 boatloads over.
Okay. I thought we salvaged 2 boatloads.
No. They sent 3 boatloads over. They sent the boats back, and then another 3 boatloads were on their way back.
Oh wow! Okay, geez, that's a lot. Okay, all right.
Yes, well, you guys have a lot of stuff.
If we get over there, so we can head on over there. If we get over there and we find that ship is abandoned, we can just take the most precious stuff. We can take just the silver and gold, and if there is any, and bring that back and leave.
And if they're alive, then we tell them to come over and get their stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Kill
them.
Okay.
Kill them again.
So are all the PCs going?
I'm going. Is there enough people on board to protect the ship? I mean, enough.
Pretty sure we got
good enough people on board.
Make sure you guys are armed this time.
Well, I mean, you haven't yet to see anything other than fish in the water. So.
Okay, all right,
fair enough.
So far,
but it would take us 45 minutes to get back.
Yep.
If there was a
yes, so. Unless you got some kind of upward motor.
Okay, all right.
I thought I was the onboard motor.
All right, so you guys
There
hop
you
into
go.
hop into a couple of the boats and make your way heading north towards the direction that Rat says the thing's at. Um, it takes you about 20 minutes or so, and at about the 20-minute mark, about halfway towards north, that's when you finally distinguish the boat from the rocks that it's next. And he's like, "Yeah, there really is a boat there. It's relatively narrow when compared to your ship." And it's a darker color. It's almost as if it was painted darker or something to kind of either blend in with the rocks or maybe not be as visible at night. But you definitely see the ship there, and it's and you can definitely see the telltale taut line of chain as if it was being anchored there. There's something a little bit odd about it, though. Something just not quite right about the way it's jostling and moving in the ocean, in the sea, in the waves.
Can I swim faster than they can row?
No. Depends. What's your swim speed?
30.
You probably could swim a little bit faster. Yes.
I was going to suggest maybe I could swim ahead as we're rowing
If you want.
underwater. Yeah. Just to maybe give a little bit of warning if there's trouble.
You want you and Rhux to go forward, and the rest of us will follow up.
Yeah,
Is there
that
any
sounds
life
good.
on the ship?
Not that you can
Are we
see,
close
but you don't
enough
have the spyglass. Well,
Okay.
not that you can see from 2.5 miles away. No.
Oh, okay, we're that far, right? Okay.
Yeah, like I said, you're about halfway there. It's about 5 miles.
Yeah, so let's just let Dresd'a and Rhux go forward, and we'll keep rowing, but they'll beat us to it.
Is it gonna exhaust them to swim
Well, I
that
was
far?
going to say we could get a little closer, like what, maybe a mile out?
Yeah.
However you want to do it. I mean,
All right.
I think that mile should be fine.
All right. So you guys go about another 10 minutes, maybe a little bit longer than that, and then you dive into the water. At that point, you get close enough that as you're watching, as you're getting a little closer, you're not seeing any motion on the ship deck at all. Like you would think if it's this far away, you should be able to see people on it, but you don't see anything. You two dive into the water. As you've been going through this, there has been that underwater canyon has continued to go through it, and it after about after a couple miles of staying about 40 feet or so, it drops pretty significantly to deep enough that you can't really see the bottom anymore. And as you guys continue about another mile, it stays that way until it starts to come back up again. You can see the tops of what are basically like seamounts and things like that clearly delineate the edge of the
I'll be
canyon.
right back.
But you really can't see much of the bottom of it at this point until you get closer to the ship. As you get a bit closer to the ship, you can start to see again. It starts to come back up. You're now about a mile away. Start moving towards the thing. What are you guys doing exactly, Dresd'a? As you're trying to go ahead, are you just trying to see if there's anything odd or anything like that?
Yeah, I'm gonna I'll stay underwater and look around the what do you call it, the bottom of the boat thing.
Well, so as you're getting a little bit closer, you finally realize why something seemed odd about it. When you're below the water and you look at the Essenza, there is definitely a significant portion of the hull that's in the water itself. Like it drops down maybe a good 10 to 15 feet into the water. That's why this place is so dangerous to you guys, because the water is only about 25 feet deep in general, and having that much into the water, anything that's kind of close to the bottom can easily rip up the bottom of the ship. This boat, though, as you're getting closer, looks more like a riverboat bottom. It's more flat. It's still maybe about 5 feet down into the bottom of the water, but it's definitely flatter than the Essenza.
Oh, so it potentially came from inland.
Well, maybe not. It may be just built so that it can go through these waters more easily into places that the larger ships can't.
Okay. All right.
Give me a perception check, though.
Climb up the side of the boat.
Oh, you're not quite yet. Give me a perception check. You guys are still on your way to the thing. This is just what you noticed because you're underwater and you were expecting to see a lot more of the bottom of the ship, and you did not. As you're swimming through There's definitely down below in the canyon and things like that as you're kind of looking. There's a lot of fish down there. Definitely, you see a couple schools, a couple packs of sharks, several schools of various fish types, things like that. A lot of plant life and coral, like growing on the sides of this canyon and in sort of the floor itself. Various beds of seaweed and stuff like that. It's a pretty thriving reef in this canyon area. More so than outside of it. As you get, it sort of grows over the edge of the canyon and then becomes much more sandy and becomes more of the typical like sea sponge kind of stuff and things like that out there. So it doesn't look quite as sort of like verdant. You still see seaweed and kelp and things like that out there, but not nearly the same kind of ecosystem as in the actual canyon itself. But another 5 minutes later, you guys easily within a half mile of the boat, and it's pretty clear no one's on it from what you can see. Like at this point in time, you should have seen somebody. If there's somebody up there, if there's somebody on the boat, they're hiding. So what do you guys want to do?
Get on the boat.
Keep rowing.
All right, you guys get to the boat about 5 minutes later. Come up
yell at the boat. Ahoy!
Ahoy.
Yeah. Start yelling at the boat. Nothing responds. As you get to within about 100 feet, that's when you start noticing the first of the blood spatters along the side.
Yummy.
It's a dark boat, so these things were kind of hard to see. And the boat is not. It's not dark like Mad Dog's boat. Mad Dog's boat was painted in pitched black. Used tar to paint it all the way up. It was kind of gross. This is just made of dark wood, and that's been stained to dark. But again, because it's darker, it's hard to see the blood stains that were kind of down the side, as if somebody fell in or got slammed into the side or something like that. Most of them near the top. You see a few of them, not like hundreds of them, but you see a few of them. Getting there, there is rope rigging along the side. You could climb up onto the ship if you wish.
Yeah, go ahead and climb up on the ship.
Yeah,
right.
I'll go.
One's at the ready.
Let me go here and add you guys to this. Realized I didn't add you guys to the map.
There's a map.
On the map, on the map, on the map.
Would have been a completely useless map if we had just left.
No, they do have. If you guys really decided to leave, I would have let you go. All right, so you climb up onto the deck of a ship, and there's blood spatters all over the main deck. It definitely looks like there's been some kind of fight here of some sort. Let's see here.
We see any dead undead bodies?
Not that you can see, no.
They were not ready for this fight, that's for sure.
Well, I mean, there may not have been a lot of them too.
Yeah, so you find several of the crates that you're delivering on the deck itself, but not all of them. Just it seems like one of the things got here and maybe got loaded on, and then something happened. It's not indicative on the map here, but that's what's on there. As you look around, there's clearly a fight of some sort, but there are no bodies to be found. What do you
I'll
guys
go to
want
the captain's quarters.
All right, you head to the captain's quarters.
I'm assuming that's aft.
Yep, the doors to the captain's cabin are open, and as you head inside, which you can move yourself down to this one if you want. This is the actual captain's quarters.
Okay.
Heading inside, it is very clear that someone, I'm trying to read my notes and I have it in two different places. Someone or something rifled through trunks and foot lockers in here. The place has been trashed. Any kind of container smashed open and the contents strewn about the room. Noticeably absent, as you kind of look through this area, are the ship logs and any kind of manifest or writ of ownership. However, a relatively decent set of charts of the area are found here. Those are still there. And in what looks to be sort of like a bowl is partially burned paper.
I wouldn't have thought
And
that.
I'm an idiot. When you guys got close enough, you would have saw the sign on the side of the ship says Diavolo Sabia. Literally means sand
Black
devil.
devil.
No, sand devil.
Wow, cool. I want to do investigation and try to find any secret compartments or anything on the desk or.
All right, give me an investigation
They didn't
check.
find.
What is anybody else doing?
I will be taking those charts.
Okay. Anybody, like we got multiple people up here. These guys are searching there. Anybody checking anything else?
I'm going
I
to
wanna
the
go
cargo
down.
hold.
All right, so
Yeah.
there's on top of the deck here there are 15
Right,
crates. 15 crates. You head down into the cargo hold
I'll check
itself.
this out.
As you head down, who's heading down to the thing? I'll just move you guys down there. All
I'll accompany
gonna-
him.
right, so Hylough,
Right here.
Iylis, and Iylis, you're going to stay on the main deck.
I'm going to be on the main deck. I'll check out these crates.
All right, so Dresd'a, you guys come down. You and Hylough come down here, which reaches you to the mid deck. Coming into the mid deck, you notice that it looks like there's the cargo decks down below, but you can see a bunch of benches here and oars underneath. This looks like this ship has been made so that it can be oared as well. You can see little kind of sliding slots where you can put the oar through and do the thing. There's a variety of hammocks and things like that behind you as you come down the stairs. You can see them there. You can also see a glimpse of them, kind of because it's bright enough and there are portholes in amongst one of the chambers in the back, and it's pretty clear that one of the chambers back there is also a galley. There's several footlockers and things around here. There is evidence of a fight here as well, but still no bodies, just bloodstains.
Anything worth searching? Like,
Up to you.
could we search for supplies in the galley to maybe take back to the ship?
If you want.
Yeah, do that.
And I'll search through the foot lockers, rifle through the foot lockers.
Okay. Most of the footlockers have mundane things like some extra clothes and stuff like that. Only one of them has anything of real interest, Hylough, that you find. There is a silver ring on a leather strap, basically. Looks like it's intended for somebody to wear around their neck. But most of
Okay.
the stuff is just typical sailor kind of clothes and things like that.
All right, I'll put that around my neck.
Is that somebody's wedding ring? Is there an inscription?
You didn't find any.
Hey,
But
well, we'll take a look
at
at
the
it when
same
we get
time, Dresd'a, you are looking through the galley. You find basically the equivalent of maybe 5 days worth of food, or for 10 people. So like 50 days worth of food.
Okay. Is this something I can carry up to the top deck to?
Yeah, I mean it's mostly like barrels of
Okay.
cheese and biscuits and fruit and stuff like that. This is
Okay. Is there another level we can go down and search?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You walk right by the stairwell down to the next level, which is right here.
Okay, I'd like to do that too.
You want
After I
to?
get those.
All right. So you're
Can
gonna
I
take.
stage it to go upstairs and tell dude that I'm going down to the next level to search?
You want? What you guys do?
Yeah.
Well, when I'm done, I'll join you down the next level.
Okay.
Okay.
Investigation check, Marcus, was 15. You rifle through pretty much everything. The person found the secret compartment. It's also
Okay.
been smashed open, and whatever was inside is gone.
Are there claw marks or anything, or they look
Nope.
like
No, this looks like you would expect
someone human?
Remember, you saw what True looked like. She was all clawed up from getting hit by the ghouls. There's no claw marks in here. There's some blood in here, but there's no claw marks.
But it had. This is where they put the cargo, so it was here last night.
Oh yeah, no, there's definitely cargo. Mhm.
What if the pirates killed the crew, and then when they came over to take the stuff, the undead people killed the pirates? What if it's a double thing like that?
Yeah, sounds like people are involved here.
Yeah.
In some way.
You guys set the stuff up over the stairs and then head down into the cargo hold. In the cargo hold, as you come down the stairs and turn the corner, you turn the corner and see that there are 25 crates of the cargo. Sorry, that is not true.
I see nothing.
No, I just didn't put it in the stuff in.
Okay.
I was making a generic ship so that I could then throw things in like I do with your guys' ship. I just didn't get a chance to get a lot of stuff going on. what I'm going to say is you find another 15 crates down here. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Based on your count, you're 5 crates short.
Okay.
Based on just the running total in your head.
Right.
Morpheer, I mean Hylough. You're 5 crates short. You turn and start heading to the thing. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Saving. Normal.
As you turn and start heading towards the cargo, you feel something tug at your foot and you trip forward slightly, and then you hear a
there's something here.
and 30 seconds later, the first of 3 explosions goes off.
Oh no.
Oh, trap.
Oh, dude.
The 2 of you down there, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Another one.
Yeah, this one's to avoid taking damage.
All right.
Saving throw.
Cool, you're going to take half damage, Hylough, which is good. Same thing for Dresd'a. Let me roll 46.
What kind of damage is it?
Fire. As you're being caught in an explosion. So you guys take half of that, so you take 7 points of damage. And get knocked to the floor. And kind of getting back up, you can see the down up above. You guys hear the explosions and feel the ship lurch.
I'm going out to see if there's anybody's firing on us.
You go out and you don't see anybody other than black smoke kind of billowing out from below the actual ship.
Dresd'a, Hylough, you all right?
You guys down below are sprawled out on the floor, and the ship starts to list slightly to the port. I can't remember.
Okay,
right,
so
towards the right. As you kind of pick yourselves up, your ears are ringing a little bit. You vaguely hear somebody shout, "Are you guys okay?" But it's like really quiet. Like you would expect it to be louder than it is. Your ears are kind of ringing.
Yeah. We set off a trap. I'll yell.
Okay.
And
you also start to see water start coming in through the holes that have been made in the bottom of the ship.
Okay. So do I see any other traps or anything like? So I guess I hit a tripwire or something.
Yeah, you
like
hit a
that,
tripwire. Yeah, it's really dark down here. The wire, as you kind of turn around, as you kind of get up and look back, the wire was low to the ground and also very dark, so it was hard to notice. The passive perception was actually an 18. I believe you have a 15.
10.
So even worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
You and Dresd'a both have a 10, so you guys were kind of the worst ones to come down here for this.
Yeah. So we needed. Okay, so water's coming in. Is it
water's
bad?
Coming in? It's bad. These are big holes. You get the feeling, based on what you're seeing here now, these were potentially intended to hurt somebody, but they were more intended to scuttle the ship.
Oh, okay.
So there's water flowing in from the right side. You guys up top, the ship is starting to list so that the left side is coming up higher than the right side. This thing is going to capsize to the right as it sinks down.
Where are our robots? The right or left?
They would have been probably on either side because you would have come at it on the short way, on the width way. So it really doesn't matter. It can be either side.
Okay.
There probably would have been one on either side just to make it easier for you guys to get up under the ship.
Get in the rowboat that will be rolled over on and move it.
Okay, somebody can do that. You've got you guys have probably about 5 minutes before the bottom is really so full that you won't be able to get air in there, and 10 minutes until the ship probably sinks.
Okay,
that is your current guess.
Grab as much as you can.
Yeah,
I don't know that.
Grab as much as we can out of those supplies we staged, and I'm okay because I can breathe underwater. I'll be fine.
Well, so we should. We're not going to try to get anything else out of this cargo hold here. We're going to go. We're going to get up. I'll help her we'll get the stuff out. Well, some supplies out, and then we'll.
Is anybody trying to get anything out of the? You picked up the charts, Aaron.
Do they have ballista bolts? And are those 2 ballistas actually there? On the front?
Yeah, there is a ballistas there. Why would you need ballista bolts?
We got magic bolts.
Oh, that's right. Never mind.
And there were crates on the top.
Yeah, there are
And-
crates on the top, and they're already starting to slide towards the right side.
Yeah, let's load those on the boat.
Yeah, let's try to get all that stuff on.
All right, you're going to be able to, in 5 minutes, you're going to be able to get maybe 2 crates each onto the boat. So basically 2 crates every 5 minutes. So by the time the ship is really sinking, you can get 4 each.
How long does it take to open a crate?
If you stop to open a crate, you'll only be able to do 1 and 1 because remember they're nailed shut. You got to get the crowbar in.
Yeah, let's just take
Okay,
them.
I'll
Worry about it later.
Yeah, okay. Well, I was going to try to see if there's one that were gold. We'd make sure and take that, but I guess we'll go.
I mean,
look at the
it's
draw.
just going to go to the bottom of the sea, which looks to be
That's
about 20 feet down. So it's
Yeah.
not like you can't go get it afterwards.
Okay.
Just pointing that out.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get the.
Just because the ship goes down doesn't really
Yeah, we do have people who
thwart
breathe
what you were
water.
trying to do. So that's all I'm trying to say.
Right.
It will probably ruin some of the food that you want there, Dresd'a. That's true.
That's why I said let's get the food supplies first.
And anything else that's on the ship that is potentially destroyed by water, you might want to try to go get now. But other than that,
Are there any weapons?
nothing. Well, there is a smattering of things like cutlasses and that sort of stuff strewn about the deck. So clearly somebody was fighting, but they're average.
Nothing special.
Yeah, they're
Average.
nothing special. They're nicked and pockmarked and things like that. It looks like they could use some actual refurbishing and things like that. No one's keeping really good care of them.
Okay. Well, yeah, move the boat so the rowboat will not get rolled over on, and load what we can.
Okay, so
Port
you guys
sinks.
spend the next 10 minutes moving the boat and getting, we'll say, 10 crates onto the boat, as well as the 50 days of food. 50 is one for one person. So remember, from now on, I'm just telling you food in man days. So you get 50 days onto the boat and the 10 crates. You've got the charts. Anything else you want to try to get in the 10 minutes? Like, if there's anything you want to get from the bottom of the thing, you got 5 minutes. But that's mostly crates that are just going to go into the water. There's stuff on the... Go ahead.
I don't think we should do anything
Yeah,
with
but we
what's
didn't.
down in the hold, because we might trip over something else. I don't know. We don't know what else is in there.
Okay.
Well, I'm wondering where the people who killed all these people went. So I don't want to be away from our ship that long.
Yeah.
I'll say we don't want anything more from when it's sinking, right?
We might. I don't want to do it until we can
let-
swim down.
let
I mean,
me-
can we just do?
Hold
Can
on,
I do
hold
a
on.
search?
Let me clarify something for you. With the bloodstains on the deck, there are claw marks as if it was attacked by ghouls. I'm sorry
Okay.
if that's not clear. The bloodstains in the captain's quarters were the only ones that didn't have.
Okay.
Let me
I
be clear.
Thank you.
I just realized now that you might have misunderstood what I was trying to portray.
Okay.
So yes, there, as part of the what looked like battle up on in the main deck and stuff, there is clearly spots where claws dug into pieces of wood and stuff like that. The same cannot be said for the
What happened in the
bloodstains
cabin.
and what happened in the
Captain's
cabin.
cabin.
Yes.
What do you want me to do with this?
So I mean, based on what you see, you believe that ghouls attacked this ship as well.
Right. Can I roll an insight to see if I think is there a boat, like an extra boat that we could have left, like hangars?
Well, you still have not found the third longboat.
Okay, so someone probably left in that third longboat potentially, with whatever they
Remember,
could get
there-
away
Or
yeah,
with.
it's drifting.
There was 3 longboats. So you have not found or seen the third longboat yet.
And there's 5 crates missing.
And there are 5 crates missing.
And they raided the captain's cabin, so
Yeah.
someone probably hightailed it. So yeah, can
Let's
I do
just
a
hope
once
they got
over?
iron crates.
Go ahead. What were you saying?
I'll do a one before we. I'll do a once over below the deck.
Well,
To see if there's
hold on.
anything
If
that-
you're going to do that, then you're not going to be able to get 10 crates. Because there's only
let's just do-
7 of you.
They already
Let's get the
checked
crates, and
deck.
then we can swim and figure out what else we can get.
Well,
So-
I was going to let the crates get the
Let's
crates
get
on the bottom.
water sensitive stuff
Okay.
on.
If that's what you're going to do, that's fine. That's fine. So what are you looking for?
I've got to pretty good perception. I'm looking to see if I was trying to hide something, or if there's something that looks just pulls out to me. I want to see. I want to try to find it.
All right, where are you looking?
The lowest hold,
All right.
where the water's coming in.
You will not have time to do that with a thorough thing because literally you have less than 5.
Okay, well
that's where the water is pouring in. So
okay, so then the second deck, then where the crew quarters are.
Then give me an investigation check.
Okay. Mouse.
The lowest bit, by the time you get down there, there's water has been pouring in so much because there's 3 big holes knocked into the that you just don't have a chance. Going through the mid deck, they already found everything that was of interest.
Okay.
There's nothing else there that they've missed.
There aren't any books or any
not
type
in the mid deck. This looks like it was purely for where sailors stayed and the galley. Okay. That's it.
All right. Well, I guess I'll go up. I can't find anything, so let's get.
I will be very clear that you investigated for secret places in the captain's cabin. You didn't just generally investigate the captain's cabin.
Oh well, then I will investigate. Look around perception-wise.
Yeah, there's a difference
in the captain's cabin. Okay.
You said I want to search for secret.
No, you're right.
Places.
I did. I'm making assumptions tonight. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I will look through the captain's cabin.
All right, so give me another investigation.
Well,
apologies. Yeah, I've returned.
I'm just reminding you of that because sometimes you forget.
Yes, I do. Investigation.
You're very specific. Perception. Investigation, because you're still going through things.
There we go.
This time, as you go through it, the ship is starting to list more and more and more, and the stuff on top of the desk starts to shatter out to slide over, and that bowl with the burnt paper kind of turns over, and you can see that the paper is not fully burned, and there's writing on it.
Okay, take the paper. What does it say?
You can see the following as you kind of unfold it. There's more to this message than you can read because some of it actually is burned. It says, Vincenzo, some cargo is on its way from Margali. Something. Like this is halfway in a sentence. Some cargo is on its way from Margali. It looks like there should be more of the sentence, but you can't make it out. Around the blockade, more than that looks like it should be more of a sentence. After that, it says, most precious and needs the utmost care and secrecy. There's a D, but it's like the rest of the word is in the burn. Then ensure anyone who knows about it, again, part of it's in the burn, will be untraceable, but an extra 500, and then again, lost in the thing, an accident. And then the last thing you do see on there is a picture of a black hand, like a stylized, like a stamp or something like that.
Do I recognize that as a Thieves Guild or any type of guild that I know of?
Give me a history check with disadvantage.
Okay. Ah! Yeah. It's the orcs from Ceramon.
Unfortunately, no, you don't recognize it.
Okay, well,
that could mean anything. That could mean,
right, yeah.
It's just in a place, they're from a place that you don't frequent, or they're just not that well known around the Sea of Tears. It could just be that. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're incorrect.
Okay.
I mean, clearly the letter sort of sounds a bit ominous with what it says.
Oh yeah, there's someone delivering something. D's the most important, and silence whoever knows about it. Okay, I'll take the note with me.
Okay.
And I'll show this to Aaron and
and about this point in time, you get off into the boat and start rowing away because you don't want to get caught in the
get sucked into the
thing. And the ship goes in, and you see it kind of. Those of you who look underwater see the bubbles come up as it goes and hits the rock next to it and starts sliding down about 15, 20 feet. What you can still see above the water is the sails and stuff. Like it still has sails, so the masts and stuff are still out of the water as it slowly settles to the bottom of the sea there.
I bet on our ship they're like, yep, they got to that other ship. It's now sunk.
Well, they probably heard the explosion. I mean,
yeah.
Or at least saw the smoke, because there's clearly smoke.
So I found this note, and I tell it to everyone else. Does it anyone recognize a symbol or something with a D that we are transporting?
Let me be clear. So it says Vincenzo, comma. Then there's
Right.
stuff lost in the burn. Some cargo is on its way from Margali. That is a sentence fragment. There's something before it and there's something after it. Because there's no punctuation or anything. Then the next step is around the blockade, again, sentence fragment. Nothing before or after. No punctuation. Most precious and needs the utmost care and secrecy. That ends with a period. Then it says D.
Oh.
Okay.
So that's like a name, maybe.
Well, so that's the start of another
There's
sentence,
something
clearly.
different thought. Yeah.
Then ensure anyone who knows about it, sentence fragment, will be untraceable, comma, but an extra 500, that's all one sentence fragment, an accident, period. And then that black stylized hand.
So if that's, maybe we were transporting this stuff and the 5 boxes that we can't trace or was the really precious stuff, and the person that wrote this note or whatever, or whoever, somebody came and got it already.
Or they betrayed, because that's why they made this look like an accident. That's why they did the booby traps. But
yeah, in other words, somebody did something underhanded here to get. In other words, they sacrificed people or whatever to. That's something along those lines. That.
Well, let's take the crates back and see if there's anything.
Well, I don't know. I mean, can we dive down and see what else we can get?
We fill our boats
So
with
as of right
crates.
now, you can see that the sand has been all kicked up. There's a lot of sand and stuff. It's probably going to take maybe an hour for it to settle. That doesn't mean you can't start going down there and try to get through the sand to get stuff. But like this thing slid down the rock mount, hit the bottom, kicked up a bunch of sand.
Yeah, I mean, we might be
that.
pushing our luck. I don't really know.
Let's just go back.
Yeah.
But as you're looking around down there, you guys are looking, so give me a perception check.
Everybody or just them?
One person with advantage.
5 + 5.
Okay.
Go for it, Captain.
19.
Where's Praedyth and his bird? See if you can find the ship. Find that third.
As you're kind of looking at that and you saw some of the sand come up, you notice off a little bit further south in amongst some of the plants and stuff like that, looks like maybe a different wreckage.
Oh.
Maybe
This
the
is not
missing-
the only wreckage here.
Let's
I
go
would
check that out.
very much like to go explore that.
That's about 30 feet down in the water.
Is
I'm
the
going in. I
the
am
underwater breathing
sure.
still working on the other people?
They get it for 24
Mine's
hours.
permanent.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah, I'm in the water. I'm on my way to the other ship. I'm excited.
I'll come down if you need me. I've got the
Well,
gem
somebody
of
should
water
go back
breathing,
just
but
to
I'm gonna
say
wait.
that we're alive.
Do I feel any kind of way when I see that other than general excitement? Is there something extra?
Why would there be some connection? You read about
Like
a
spidey
crash.
senses tingling or something?
Is your name Peter Parker?
No.
Okay,
Your
then
Dresd'a
no.
sense.
It's Dresd'a. The
No.
binder.
You just notice that there is basically there's some overgrown wreckage down there. That's what you guys notice, which is clearly different from the wreckage that you just dropped into the sea.
Spiders bind people up. Therefore, I'll pay with the web. Okay.
All right, so you're going to head down there. Is that
Yep.
correct?
Yep.
I will stay on the ship on the rowboat until y'all need me.
Is Rhux going down?
I don't know because
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he is.
Because I'm not sure if Rhux is here.
I saw him just a second ago. We had a picture of him. It was like a second Andrew.
He just said yes.
Yeah.
just
I
I'm
know.
downstairs
I know.
because the guys here to work on the 82 thing we have, so I'm downstairs right
All
now.
right, let's see here. With Rhux. Anybody else going down there? Who else still had the water breathing?
I'm
Hey,
gonna watch from
Ron.
above.
Pardon?
Actually, I'll activate my gem of water breathing and go down.
Okay. What was that, Cole?
Aaron's going. He's still got his water breath.
Anybody? Who else has water breathing?
I'm staying on the boat.
All right. Okay, then that's 4 people heading down. Okay. You guys are still up top as I activate this.
Our party keeps getting smaller and smaller.
You guys come down, and your boat is let me add the boat because I probably will need it. I need to add a tile real quick, and I'll put you guys in it. I'm looking for this. Why did that? Why can I? All right, there we go. Wow, suddenly something got really, really slow. Extremely slow. That was crazy. Really
Dresd'a, you didn't heal up?
I should
low
have.
life.
I took a long rest.
No, she took 7 points of damage from the explosion.
Yeah.
Oh,
remember?
that's right. Okay, sorry.
Like, what are you talking about? What you talking about, Willis?
I forgot you blew yourself up.
No. Dude did.
Okay.
Hylough.
Technically, this
Hylough.
is showing you guys underwater, but you're not really underwater. For those of you who are in the boat. Okay, here we go. All right, so we are here. You can see this wreckage over here as you kind of come down into this water. You guys, and I'm going to do this real quick. You guys are basically at 30 feet up here in the boat. Ooh, actually, that worked. Oh, kind of worked.
Several of them got it. No, it's there. Oh, you're adding it manually.
Yeah, I'm just adding manually. So the rest of you guys slowly going down. So that's 30 feet in relation to this right here.
Okay.
So you guys come down and over into what looks to be the northern edge of that canyon that you followed up, and come down into the thing and see find what looks to be, as you kind of are going in, heavily overgrown, somewhat severely rotted wreckage. But enough of it is still intact that you think that this is probably the forecastle of a ship.
Third entrance?
There is this here that you're standing in front of does sort of have a slight opening that you think you can get into some of the cabins that were potentially there.
I'd like to do that.
I meant to do something and I forgot to. I'm so sorry. I need to.
Do we see anything that would?
Oh, nice.
No, there is a pack of reef sharks that are down here. I'm sorry, I meant to add that when you guys were here. So they are slowly going past.
Mostly harmless.
Aaron, as you get closer down to them, something seems off about them, though.
Are they ghouls too?
It doesn't look like it. They look like normal things, but give me a perception check if you want to look at it. Like they're swimming through the water, so they're your passive perception is enough to make you feel like there's something off about them. As you kind of look at them, you notice that in the front, around their mouths, look like you think maybe it's just eels or something like that, but you're not 100% sure. Like maybe
sharks.
Eels normally can, like remores and stuff like that, get onto sharks and hitch a ride. Kind of looks like that. And they continue moving.
Okay.
I'm gonna move them forward here a bit.
I'd like to stab down in the sand. Is there wood underneath? Can I tell?
From where you're currently at?
Well, I mean, where it would be? If this is a forecastle.
Yep. Then you probably have to
then,
get
like,
lower
right
than
there,
Dresd'a.
yeah.
Well, no. You feel it's coming this direction.
Okay. So yeah, I'll go like right over here.
So you go across over top and into the thing up there. Stabbing down there is just sand and rock.
Okay.
What
So
about right here?
You do see some more wreckage from that, again, heavily overgrown. Unfortunately, again, I didn't have enough time to finish this map. All of this should be like filled with corals and stuff like that. So it's not. It's unfortunately the map
It's
is
not all sand.
Yeah, it's not all sand. It's full of corals and seaweed and all that sort of stuff. But yes, so this is overgrown as well. It should be like you see here, but across the whole bottom here. I just didn't get a chance to do it.
That's all right.
Problem.
So yeah, if you want to go in there, and if you in Dresd'a, I'll watch the sharks and stay right here.
Okay, I'd like to go in. I'm going in. Can I go in?
All right.
I'll be with
You step in and open up the thing, and a what's what I'm looking for?
Mimic.
No. A thing of inky blackness just shoots into your face, and suddenly it's all dark around you. Initiative time.
Well, she went in.
She did go in. Of course, she put herself too far in.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's all right. Now I got to add you guys to the combat tracker.
Ooh, nice roll.
There we go.
I got a crit. Does that mean I get a surprise round?
No. Doesn't mean anything with the nature. In fact, you were just surprised because you weren't expecting anything inside. All right, so if you would please roll your initiative.
You want the people on top to roll initiative too?
Yep. I mean, they're in the boat. They can try to come down here and do something if they want.
And I think we had this discussion, but I'm assuming crossbows don't work underwater.
They do. They just have a maximum of 30-foot range.
Oh, okay.
They always have disadvantage, and they have a maximum of 30-foot range.
What about my magical longbow? Would that work underwater?
Yes, but again, 30-foot range automatically has disadvantage. Just because it's magical doesn't mean it defies the laws of physics.
No, let's see.
You still get the magical properties of it, yes, in the sense that it's magical when it hits and all that sort of stuff. That's all still the same. It's just that if you're in water, attacks have disadvantage unless you have a swim speed. If you have a normal swim speed, then
I do.
Then attacks don't have disadvantage. However, the missile still only has a range of 30 feet because it leaves you.
Well, I'm thinking of using. Let me see. It's a bonus action to suppress, right?
If I remember correctly, but we haven't started yet because I'm still waiting for Iylis and Rhux to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Does Rhux
planning my
give
spread.
normal swim speed?
Yeah, I think Rhux has a normal swim speed.
You said everyone has disadvantage when you're fighting underwater,
unless you have a. That's what I'm trying to check right now.
Swim speed. Okay.
If you have a swim speed, I believe you do not have disadvantage. Fun part about underwater combat. Underwater combat. When attacking a melee weapon attack a creature that doesn't have a swimming speed, either natural or granted by magic, has disadvantage on the attack roll, unless the weapon is a dagger, javelin, short sword, spear, or trident. A ranged weapon attack automatically misses a target beyond the weapon's normal range. Even against a target within normal range, the attack roll has disadvantage unless the weapon is a crossbow, a net, or a weapon that is thrown like a javelin, including a spear, trident, or dart. Creatures and objects that are fully immersed in water have resistance to fire damage. Those of you wondering.
Okay.
Iylis, Rhux, I guess I will roll your initiative for you. All right. Dresd'a, let me do something really quick because I need to do this creature's thing, the ink cloud, so that it so that you can see where it is. Boom. All right, so there's the ink cloud that was fired off. Okay, you see it? All right, and now we will begin combat. You are currently in the ink cloud. The ink cloud itself, let me look at the feature. Whoops. Ink cloud, 20-foot radius cloud of ink. All around the octopus, if it is underwater, the area is heavily obscured for 1 minute. Although a significant current can disperse the ink after releasing the ink, the octopus can use the dash action as a bonus action, which it does do. And it dashed out to, well, let me do this. 1, 2, 3 to there. Dresd'a, as it goes by, well, no, it never left your actual thing. So let us begin. Dresd'a, you are up. You felt it go by you in the dark, but it's heavily obscured. And I believe you do have a swim speed, so you do not have a disadvantage on melee attacks.
Okay.
I believe.
And
I just need to make sure.
what about my spirit people? Are they affected by the darkness?
Sorry about that again.
Oh, no problem. Say that again, Dresd'a.
Are my minor spirits affected by this?
They can be underwater. It's not like they have to breathe or anything. They're spirits.
Well, I meant like the inky.
Well, yes, because you have to be able to direct them where to do stuff.
Okay, all right.
And you currently can't see very well. Now, let me make sure of what exactly heavily obscured means, because it's different from magical darkness, because this is not magical darkness.
Yeah. Like if I had night vision, could I see?
Dark? No, because it's, well, let's see. I will tell you in 1 second. I just need to get to page 183. That will tell me what heavily obscured means. A heavily obscured area, such as darkness, opaque fog, or dense foliage, blocks vision entirely. A creature effectively suffers from the blinded condition when trying to see something in that area. Presence or absence of light in an environment creates 3 categories: red light, dim light, and darkness. So this is technically considered, you're considered blind in terms of this. So anybody that's in that area is considered blind. Anybody looking into that area can't see anything.
Get inked.
Yeah, it inked. So, but you did feel it go by you in the darkness. You could try to attack it with disadvantage.
Okay.
If you have blind sight, that would also still work, because that gets around the blinded stuff.
Well, I get it from my tiefling heritage, so I'm thinking it's dark vision, not blind sight.
Yeah, it's dark vision.
Okay.
So that doesn't work here.
All right, then I shall use my action to suppress Puyi.
Okay.
And that means my AC goes up.
Yeah, you have to use your action to suppress. You are correct.
Yeah, so my AC goes up.
Okay.
I'm trying to push the configure armor button because I've got it set up for suppressed, but it's not letting me. Do you have it deactivated?
No. I don't have anything deactivated. What do you mean by configure armor button?
Well, there's a settings button when I press it.
Yeah.
That I can choose whether it's my unarmored or my armor suppression, because it's my charisma dex and +2. It's already set up, and I can switch back and forth.
I don't know.
Are you using that other tool that he showed us?
What other tool?
Okay, maybe not then.
So if I go to my armor class on my features page, well, maybe I got to be on attributes to do it. Okay, no, it should. So the AC box, there's a little socket gear symbol.
Yeah, called configure armor.
Yeah.
Clicking on that brings up a thing.
Yeah, but mine's not working. I'm clicking on it.
Okay, well, what do you?
It may be a pop-up somewhere else.
Well, it had worked before. Let me see if I pop it. Oh, wait. Yeah. Hang on. Here we go. There it is.
All right. Cool.
Okay. And we're going to custom charisma plus dex.
Cool. All right.
+2.
Okay. QE is suppressed, so all of his trait is suppressed.
So dex +2 +46. 18. Okay, yeah, that's correct. Just double checking. All right, and update. Okay, so that was my action.
Yep.
Bonus action, I am going to instruct Totem to try to bite where I think the octopus might be.
Mhm.
So
So it's just disadvantage on the attack, and it's got a +5 to its armor class.
how do I do a disadvantage?
Don't matter. It doesn't matter. That one's going to miss anyway. 13. Okay. It's got a +5 to the armor class, so it's not enough. It misses.
All right. So it's bonus action and move. I'll try to. How can I do my movement?
Well, you can.
Do I have to randomly pick a direction or just move?
Well, you remember that it's directly in front of you is where it came out of. So I would say you could try to turn around, and then I would give you a roll.
Okay, yes, I'd like to do that.
All right, so roll a d8.
D8. D8.
Okay, so straight up would be 1, and then we go clockwise, 2, 3. So you turn and run into Aaron.
Can I keep going past him?
Sure. You're still in the ink. At that point, you come out of the ink and run into this reef and stuff like that. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4.
However, it does get an attack of opportunity as you leave.
Okay.
Because it can see you. So let's see here. And it's going to attack you with a tentacle. But I believe it misses. Yes, it does. Okay. All right, so that was its reaction.
So
So you continue out into that spot.
Okay. 4, 5, and with 6 put me here. Can I see that's the edge of the ink?
Yeah, you're at the edge of the ink, but you don't see him because he's in the ink.
Okay, well then maybe I'll stay right here at this edge of the ink.
Okay.
See what I can see.
All right. Marcus.
I will try to swim out the way I came.
Okay, give me a D8
so
roll.
Yeah.
Because you've lost a bit of your orientation. So straight up is
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna hit Aaron.
Yeah, you run into Aaron.
Okay, I knew Aaron was not where I want to be because he was beside me. Can I then go the opposite way?
Give me a D8 roll because you're disoriented in this.
Okay.
You have no frame of reference other than Aaron, but that still doesn't mean you know which direction that you're fully turning around properly. That's all. So you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You head kitty corner, so you're going to head towards this direction. Yep.
Okay, keep going.
Yep. And that puts you out.
And
so
then I
1, 2, 3, 4 to there.
Does Octopus get an attack of opportunity? Oh, he already
used it on you.
He used it on her.
Thank you for that.
No problem.
Well, she's the one that scared him, so.
Yeah, that's true. If you can breathe underwater, can you cast spells underwater? Because mer people could talk. I just don't know if.
Let's see. Underwater combat.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
It won't matter this round. I'm gonna just go defensive action. Go up here in defensive action.
There's DMG, so I can look up underwater spellcast. This is my mistake for not spending the time to make sure I knew all the underwater rules. So, underwater. Underwater. 16 to 117. See what it says in here.
Actually, I'll be right here because I'm half speed, I think. Because I've just got I don't have Rhux's move freely thing. I've got the gem.
Right.
So I'll only move half speed.
Interesting. Found some interesting stuff about something else, but so not anything to do with there. Don't underwater spells. So the DMG was unhelpful.
Of course.
It just said see chapter 9. Spells. Maybe casting. Spell. I would say if you can breathe underwater, you can speak a component. You can do a a verbal component.
Okay.
You can clearly do a somatic component for sure. But
yeah, the verbal was the one I was wondering about.
Yeah.
I will go defensive action, and I will be, I think, at the edge.
Okay.
I only move 3.
Hylough, you are up in the boat. You guys are kind of looking over. Give me a perception check.
Okay. Perception. Normal.
All right, that's good enough. You see sort of a black cloud appear around where Dresd'a, Aaron, and Marcus were standing, and then you see Marcus and Dresd'a come out of it. And as Dresd'a comes out, you see sort of a tentacle coming, sliding out and trying to grab at her, but then slide back into the inky darkness.
Not much I can do here. Is there any fishing gear in here? I can throw a hook or something in there.
For your edification, you can hold your breath for 1 minute plus your Constitution modifier.
Okay.
Plus, you weren't one that got.
But I've got all this heavy armor. I'm just going to sink to the bottom, right? I mean, that's the reason why I haven't been swimming.
It is a game where you're on a ship, so.
Yeah.
What armor are you
I
wearing?
should give you this gem. Speaking of which,
what armor are you wearing?
Let's see here. I am wearing chainmail.
Ooh. All right. If you wish to take it off, it will take about a minute, I think, or 5 minutes or something like that to take it off.
Adamantine chainmail, actually, or that's how you pronounce it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not. I don't know what to do. I'll start working on taking it off.
Okay.
Yes.
Was that the
unless I perceive
item?
somebody's going to jump into the? Is anything going to jump in the boat that I know of?
Not that you can see from where you're currently at. No.
Okay.
Chad, was that from the magic item where it was extra light armor that we found on the ship? Is that where you got that?
Reinforced with adamantine. It's one of the hardest substances in
No,
existence.
that's
While
not
you're
it.
wearing it, any critical hit
not.
becomes a normal hit. Huh.
Oh yeah, that's not the extra light stuff.
I didn't know that. Critical hit becomes a normal hit. Probably missed that a few
So
times.
you're going to start trying to take off the armor. All right.
Yeah.
The Raven's turn.
Raven will fly off this way for a little bit. Maybe land on this rock.
Okay. Yeah, that rock's above the water. It doesn't look like he's on the rock, but it's because it's part of the upper level stuff.
He's in the rock, so
Is that it?
to blend in. Yeah.
All right.
I just wanted to see what.
Let's see here. This shark continues to kind of slowly move forward. This shark here kind of does this. Shark.
Want some more? Here, John.
Aaron, you're up. You're currently in an inky
Put that
blackness
back in
and
the top, please.
cannot see. Unless you have blind sight.
I made them all by myself.
One means you can go straight forward.
Right.
You basically run into the ship, so you at least have an idea of where you're at.
Nice.
You can go over it, like you're 3 dimensions here. So if you wish to continue forward, you can. You would scrabble around the ship and go forward. But remember, that's also 2 movement because basically it's difficult terrain. If you wish to continue forward.
I'm gonna try.
Okay. So you now head this way along the ship until you reach the edge of the. So you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's where you get to with 1 move.
Okay.
Unless Rhux's breathing give you swim speed as well?
I don't know.
Yeah, it does. It gives you swim speed equal to your normal move speed.
Okay, so that's only half your move then. You've done 1, 2, 3.
Can I run into this wall?
And you run into the wall. But you're on a wall, you could follow the wall either direction. That you can do without any problems.
Straight.
Now you're out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 5 feet left. And you currently cannot see the creature inside.
I'm good.
Okay. Rhux, you're up. Andy, you're up. Iylis, you're up.
Cool.
I'm there. Sorry. I thought I hit the mute button, but I didn't. I clicked it like 3 times. It didn't go off. All right.
Can't believe
So this is normal swim, right?
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
4, 5, 6. And is any of this looking like the stuff from my dream?
No, but it's all black. It's all inside a cloud.
Hmm. So I just see like this shark over here and stuff.
Yeah, you see anything outside the circle. So yeah, the shark. There's a bunch of sharks kind of moving through the water here. One seems to have turned around and seems intrigued by what's going on back here.
I will. Well, that was a move. I will cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Yeah. Is that it?
Let me select myself before I do that. Wink. And yeah, that's it for now.
Iylis, yeah.
All right. So what can I see?
Give me a perception check. Just
Okay.
kind of looking over the side there.
Let me do it. Here we go. Let's go. I see everything.
Well, you see a black cloud appear around Dresd'a, Aaron, and Marcus, and then Dresd'a comes out of the cloud. A tentacle follows her out but misses. Then Marcus appears out of the cloud, and then eventually Aaron appears out of the cloud further south. Rhux is kind of swimming towards the thing, but then stops, and you see a glow appear around him. You see the cloud still there. You see these sharks that are swimming down the canyon, but that's about it.
The sharks don't seem to be concerned with our.
Currently, they're not doing anything. They're not fighting anybody,
Gotcha. Can I like make a shot where I saw the tentacle come out?
You can attack with disadvantage, and it has a higher armor class. You may not use magic missile because you cannot
I was about
see
to
it.
ask.
You cannot see the target, so you may not use magic missile.
Let's see here. Let's see if I can frostbite him.
Okay.
What I need to do? Oh, that's a save on him.
Okay, what's the range on frostbite?
That's a great question. Give me a second.
'Cause-
60 feet.
okay, he's out of range because not only is it 60 feet, 65 feet as the crow flies, it's also 30 feet down.
No, yeah.
So, so
That
you can
actually does make
undo
sense.
that was just a cantrip, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then yeah, you didn't cast it. You still have your action. What do you wish to do?
I'm going to, let's see here. Well, first of all, I'm gonna ask whoever's on the boat to help me row over there.
Okay,
Next action, I think.
row closer to it.
But yeah, and then I think I will cast, let's see here. That'll hit it. And then just double checking the ranges on my spells.
Okay, no problem.
I'll do chill touch.
So basically, you're about 90 feet away.
Chill touch, and then let me
Well, hold on.
roll another.
You have disadvantage. So
Yeah. What is that? +7. Another 14. Cool.
okay, it actually does hit.
Cool.
It has a 20 armor class with the extra. So 12 points. But I need to check something. Okay,
I
yep.
forgot chill touch does 2d8 now. Very cool.
Okay. Cool.
And that will
Anything
be
else? All right. Let's see here. This shark continues on its merry way. 1, 2. As it slowly does what it's doing. This one similarly kind of comes out. It actually has blind sight, ironically enough. This one kind of comes a little bit. And then I guess you guys can't see it. Here's the octopus on the actual thing. It's turn. Okay, so on its turn, this is when you find out that there actually is a current here in the actual canyon, and the template. I can find it here. Moves 1. So 1, 2, 4. Moves to there. So yeah, Aaron, you're now back in the inkiness.
Get inked again.
And this thing I need to make sure that I'm not doing something incorrectly. Make sure that inside of the ink cloud it can see itself. Actually, it can't. So it moves to here. And then now it can see you guys. I'm just trying to figure out what the range is on the tentacle. Oh, 15 feet. All right. So it attempts to wrap a tentacle around you, Marcus.
Yep. I did say defensive action, right?
You
I
did.
did before I moved. Okay. I will not shield though. Well, actually, even with
The second one should be the one we used, not the.
okay.
Which was a 10, right?
Yeah, I've got a 17 AC.
Okay. It's trying to show multiples, but don't worry about it. It's the 16 that it should have done. So it attempts to grapple you or to tentacle you and misses. All right. Woo! And Praedyth, you're up.
All right. So, all right. Can I see the octopus?
You can see it's partially outside of the ink cloud, yes. You watch this, perception roll. Anybody who's on the boat needs to give me a perception roll the first round to see potentially what happened.
Okay.
It's not like those guys down below are shouting up for you to help. 15 is good enough. All right. So you've seen what's been going on so far. So yes, right now you can see that the octopus has partially come out of the ink. and that the ink cloud itself is slowly heading south.
Well, I will target the octopus with an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Oh,
And I'll do it again.
Technically, if I was trying to do this correctly, you should have disadvantage because the refraction of the water, you're firing at one place where it's technically not is. But
I figured
but I'm not going to do that.
I would get disadvantage from that anyways, but like
I'm not going to do that. Because it would be funny if I did that.
I was hoping you would ignore that.
That's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. All right. As he hits it with the thing, it shudders, and some blood plumes out of the octopus. It's a deep, deep, almost black red. You can see a red tinge to it, but it's very dark. And you notice the sharks start to swivel in place. That one does nothing. And this shark finally goes, it can smell, and it turns and comes upon Aaron and attacks Aaron because that's the first thing it sees or detects with its blind sight. So, Aaron, you're gonna love this as the shark tries to bite you. That is it's a hit. You want to use your die? All right, so then it's a miss. All right, that's that shark. Shark is very similar. It turns 2, 3, 4, comes upon you and attacks. That's a miss. And now we are at the top of the round. Dresd'a. You can partially see the octopus.
Okay. What
Now
part
that
can I see?
Well, you can see it slightly outside of the ink cloud. Also, the
Okay,
ink cloud moved. It seemed to have been caught up in the current, and it's moving.
Okay, so it's currently not your turn, so I can't move.
That is your turn. I just put it onto your turn.
Movement is set to combat turn. It's currently not your turn.
It is your turn. Refresh the browser.
Okay. Where's the refresh?
It is 100% currently on your turn.
Great. Where's the refresh button?
Just refresh your browser. F5.
Oh, I thought you meant for the game there was a
No,
refresh.
you literally have to refresh your browser. Basically, you're going to get reconnection to the server.
Yeah. Well, I want to move due west, one space to my left, and then I wanted to use my unarmed strike on the octopus,
Okay.
and then put them on the octopus.
Okay.
All right, I'm back.
Cool.
All right, so
Yep.
yes, there we go. All right. I'm assuming I see him now.
Yeah, you can see him partially outside of the ink. Yes.
And alt and okay. So that
misses. Yep, that misses.
Base little totem dude.
That hits.
Yay! You bit him.
Okay. Anything else?
That was bonus, movement, and action. I'm done.
Marcus.
Yeah. I'll pull my dagger out and go
Okay.
at it with a dagger and buckler. So dagger does not suffer disadvantage, correct? Is that
Correct.
what you read?
Yes.
Okay, so I will go ahead and try to attack it with the dagger. And I may not even have dagger mapped. Let's see if it's on. So does that hit, I believe?
Yeah, you did damage.
And then sneak attack damage.
Sure.
Because she is adjacent.
Mhm.
You went to all the trouble to map this out. I got to use it. Okay, maybe you didn't. All right. I thought you did. I'll find it later. And I'm also going to use a die to make it scared of me, hopefully. So that will be that.
Succeeded.
Okay. And I think it does a D8 with the more damage to it as well.
Okay.
Yeah, attack damage roll. It's going to be pissed at me. Okay. So total, what, 19 points? That was 2. I'll disengage from the dead body.
It seems to go limp, and starts to float down with the current.
Okay. Done.
Okay. Hylough.
Actually, can I hide underneath the body?
No. For a couple of reasons, not the least of which is that the sharks have blind sight.
Well.
Well, that's
I'm
not
gonna-
true. We've already determined you can still hide from blind sight.
I'm gonna stop taking off my
I
armor.
looked at it, and it would take a minute to take your armor off, so 10 rounds.
Yeah. I'm gonna stop taking off my armor and start rowing the boat
Okay.
over closer to.
All right.
Oh.
We'll
I
say
don't know how
you
far
can
we can-
you can row 15 feet. So that got you here is that 1, 2, something like that. I didn't, because I wasn't expecting this.
Floating.
I didn't
Make the
set.
boat movable.
Yeah, I didn't make the boat movable, so it's harder
Okay, that's cool.
harder for me to make it work. So we're just gonna do this, and you've rowed the boat to there.
Looks good to me.
All right, so you row the boat. The Raven's turn. Next turn, you'll get a double move with it, Hylough.
Okay.
It's not going to do anything.
All right. And this shark is now very much aware that stuff is going on. And 1, 2, 6. How much is he? The 30 or 40? 40. 7, 8. He can detect. He's going to stay there. It's Reef Shark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He stays there. This Reef Shark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're on their way back towards you. Aaron, you're up.
Swing it.
You're very faint, Aaron.
Is it better?
Yeah.
Okay. Let us try to swing at a shark.
You drop your weapon.
Try and pick it up.
It floats slowly down towards the thing, and you grab at it.
I still get to attack again?
As long as you lose your bonus action.
Yeah.
Or your move action, your choice.
Move.
Okay.
And then I'll try and hit it again.
All right. You
Do I need
definitely
roll
hit it that time. No, you have a swim speed.
Okay.
So no, you don't need to roll disadvantage.
Then that's me.
Okay.
Or actually, I will bonus action Shield of Faith myself.
All right.
Now that's me.
Alrighty then. Rhux is going to meander his way right over here,
Okay.
assuming that these sharks are being aggressive.
Well, they turned around and started swimming very quickly back up the channel, the canyon. So yes.
Well, that seems quite rude, so he's going to stab it.
Okay.
I selected no. And he's going to stab it.
Right. Hit it. Take some damage.
And then I'm going to stab it again.
You hit and it takes some damage. Still up though. Anything else?
Maybe the rest of the sharks will try to eat its friend now. Yeah, I'm done.
All right. Iylis. Unfortunately, reef sharks are pack animals, so they know they're back.
Ooh. Too many sharks.
Sharks in the water.
That one. Wait. Alt click. There we go. Get rid of that. That's Swayclaw. I don't know how to get rid of it.
It'll go back.
And do another chill touch because that was pretty effective the first time. Mrs. Reef Shark.
Not as effective this time.
Really was not.
Anything else?
Not much else I can do.
All right.
Unless I can bonus action row.
Not so easily, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This thing is going to attack you.
Bite.
Bites with a 20. Mrs. Rhux. Oh, wait. I keep forgetting this.
Pack attack.
Yeah, it has Pact Tactics, which means it's an advantage roll. It has advantage on that roll, sir. So it's going to attack you again. Well, not attack you again, but try again and see if I get a higher number, which I don't. So it's a roll. But it was worth trying. Next, Reef Shark. Comes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is going to attack Aaron with advantage. Ooh, that's a 24 to hit you, Aaron. Of course, it also technically hit. I have no idea what just happened. Okay, hold on.
It hit Rhux too. Yeah,
Yeah, I
because
know.
to select on Rhux.
I did
I
have
used my
something else.
resilience die. That was the D6, so it doesn't hit now.
Okay. Trying to some stuff here. So you don't need that. Rhux definitely didn't need that. Rhux didn't need to do that. There we go. And technically, since you've done the resilience die, it doesn't need to do that. All right, there we go. Next Reef Shark. Why didn't it do it with advantage? Jesus. I did the exact same thing I did on the previous one. And yeah, it still misses. Why is Rhux still... I clicked him off twice now. Alright, the inkiness comes down another 20. 2, 3, 4. So it's down to there. Praedyth.
Okay. Alright, a little shark here. Do the same one twice.
Wait.
And that's it.
All right.
Oh,
Turns out they have a 60-foot move. Which I didn't realize until just now. As another one comes racing up the thing. All right, now this reef shark here continues to attack Aaron. I don't know why I can't seem to get advantage on a roll to save my life tonight. But he misses anyway. And then this reef shark here does the same thing. That was with disadvantage, of course. It would have missed either way. Because why would I get advantage on anything? All right, top of the round. Dresd'a. The corpse of the thing slowly floats downstream or down the canyon. Very clear that there is a current here, especially since the ink has been slowly flowing down the canyon as well.
I want to pick the body up and float it into, and like put it in the boat.
Well, the boat is 30 feet above you, so.
How heavy is that? Like, is that something I could carry up with buoyancy
Sure,
and stuff like
if you
that?
want to
they're like
carry
a million sharks trying to kill us.
Are they attacking us or are we attacking them? Like, if we backed off, would they leave us alone?
Okay, OSHA. Sorry, not OSHA.
Well, no, I'm just thinking Core of the Sea Sister, if they're not attacking, well, no, I don't think she cares. Do sharks
I'm glad you came to that conclusion on your own, because otherwise I'd have to
Yeah.
disabuse you of something.
Yeah, I'm like, yes, you don't care. The ability to speak Aquan, does that allow me to communicate with marine animals or no?
Let's see. These guys are not intelligent enough for language. At least the sharks seem like they're not. Maybe the octopi are, but the sharks don't seem like they're intelligent enough.
2, 3, and boop. And I'll try to hit him with my unarmed strike.
Okay. Unfortunately, that misses, I believe. Yes, it does.
Missed him. Okay, well, Totem's going to try to check now. Where did I see that? Okay, well. Yeah. He bites the shark. Did I just lose you?
No.
Oh.
Work.
I didn't do something wrong, did I?
No, I'm work. Literally,
Oh.
saying work.
You call us his job to call him.
Anyway,
Sorry, I missed that. I was like, uh-oh, the GM's quiet. What did I do wrong?
all right. You hit it, and it does 8 points. No, it's 4 points. Okay. Anything else?
Nope. That's bonus one attack.
Marcus.
All right, so I shall swim this way. Two on the diagonal, 3. That's a move. I'm gonna dash with my bonus action. 4. And I'm on a defensive action, but I'm gonna try to draw their attention with my shield and dagger and kind of clang against itself. That's it.
As you try to do it through the water.
Yep.
It's very slow. Hylough, you want to do more rowing?
Yeah, I'll just try to get closer to everybody. So I can...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so let me move.
It looks like you guys are flying.
You know, they're kind of flying, but not exactly. See, I can make it work. Really, there is a plugin that I was using. All right. Raven. That's so Raven.
Raven. Just gonna my bag. Oh, Raven. Up on the shoulder. That's it.
Okay. Let's see here. It's Reef Shark. It's that one. Moves forward 1 and then is going to attack Dresd'a with advantage. Give me damn advantage here. For the love of God. Only a 15 though, which misses. This Reef Shark moves forward, attacks with advantage. And I did the exact same thing as last time, and it did not do it correctly. That's going to hit you, Dresd'a. All right, so a lot of things are about to happen here. You get hit by this creature with the bite. So you take damage. However, it didn't do what it was supposed to do, which was it did on other things. You are grappled by this creature. Now, this thing comes up to you and bites into you, and then the things that you thought were like remoras or eels that are out around its mouth wrap out and grab onto you and restrain you.
Okay. While I'm thinking of it, can I ask a question about shocking grasp?
I guess you could
So
also do it on your turn.
Grapple. If I cast shocking grasp, since it's touch and we're touching by being grappled, can
grappling
I
does not mean that you can't cast a spell.
Okay, good. All right, thank you.
So you're currently grappled by the creature.
Yeah.
WTF on that? What the?
Note that if you do electricity in the water, it will also affect you.
Really?
Yeah. Water doesn't. You're doing electricity through water.
Okay.
But
physics.
Yeah.
It's a magic universe, though.
Yeah, it's a magic universe, so we'll see. All right, so you are grappled by this thing. I don't know why it didn't have you. Oh, right, because there is no. Right, this one's different than the other one. This reef shark here continues to attack Rhux, which also has advantage. Can you please do the advantage? Misses. Aaron, you're up.
Okay.
Aaron, now that you're kind of doing stuff and you're fighting with these guys, you can see that those kind of tentacles around the mouth are always trying to grab onto you as it tries to bite you.
Is Hellish Rebuke something I can do on him underwater?
Yes.
Because that's a reaction thing, isn't it?
Yes.
Can I do it?
No, because it's now too late. We've moved on to the next person's thing. Aaron.
I am going. I'm gonna cast Moonbeam.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. It'll end Shield of Faith. Didn't think of that.
Yes, it will.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna stab this guy then.
Okay, you hit it. You might even hit it again, and it kind of suddenly just stops trying to bite at you and starts floating.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Nope.
Rhux.
I don't appreciate this thing trying to electrocute. It's not very nice.
Well, it's not trying to electrocute. No one's trying to electrocute anybody currently. It's trying to bite you.
Still rude. More stabs. Yeah, more stabs. Blink.
All right, you take out that one, stab it through the thing, and kind of pull on your back hard with your trident to loosen it from the creature.
Then I will turn to the one next to it and stab that one. And I will miss that one because I missed.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
Why is Thunderous Smite concentration? That's dumb, but
because you put it on the thing and it stays on your weapon until you actually get a successful hit.
I see.
And that could be up to a minute if you miss.
Yeah, you can wind it up. It's really useful.
Yeah.
You can just like set it up, and then as soon as you hit.
I should maybe consider using something else if I'm always going to be Shield of Faith in, because then I can't do both.
Well, you do Thunder Smite first, and then you hit him, and then you do Shield of Faith.
Big brain. I smack and then I big shield.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, Hylough, you're up. Hylough.
Oh, so I'm sorry. I thought you said Hylough, and I'm that's just my bad. I was literally right here. I'm going to So since I can see the sharks, I can.
So you can see these two sharks. If I can get my mouse to come over here.
Like this one and this one.
This one and this one. These two are currently in the
obscured.
Inky. This one is as well, but you can just see this one over here, and you can see the octopus.
I can see the big octopus coming. The
big octopus that I forgot should have attacked last round because it could have, but still.
I'm going to let's see here. But since I can see them, can I cast magic missile now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'm gonna.
Yeah, when they're in the inky blackness, you literally couldn't see them, so you had no way to target them.
That's what I.
Now
that
you can see them, yes, you can target them.
All right, I think I'm going to actually target the octopus because I have a thing against cephalopons.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
That's all.
All right. This shark is going to attack Rhux. Unfortunately, he doesn't get the advantage anymore. No one of his buddies around. And he misses. This shark here attacks Aaron. Does get advantage because his buddy is around. And doesn't seem to matter what I do. Sometimes advantage works, sometimes it misses. This shark here does the same thing. Misses. The thing here is another 20 feet. 1, 3. Whoops. 4. That's now done. So the thing's kind of out of the battle now. Praedyth, you're up.
Okay. I guess I'll just attack the same way I did last time.
You hit, do some damage. Not very much, but you do some. Okay.
Get there.
All right. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. You've now drawn the attention of the octopus, Iylis. And with a 60-foot range, it can get up here.
Oh my.
Cool.
What have you done?
I've summoned the octopus.
So
what have you done?
It's now at plus 30 as well. And it's not quite in the boat because it doesn't need to be because it's got 15-foot reach. So it goes to here and it attacks you with a tentacle. Ooh. Iylis. Oof. That looks so painful. Iylis, luckily for you, why did Aaron... because it screwed up. Aaron was still... Wait.
I say 15-foot reach. Is that what you said?
Yes, it's got a 15-foot reach.
Oh my.
So you get hit, so you take 6 points of damage. Aaron, don't worry about your concentration thing. That wasn't supposed to be there. You weren't supposed to get hit, so I think I've already given you back your hit points. Now, let me read the tentacles. I believe, Iylis, you're currently grappled. Yes, you're grappled.
He's yoinked me.
Yes, he's got his things are wrapped around you and he's grappling you. And he's kind of pulling you towards him, and you can see his beak. There are more tentacles around his beak.
This feels exactly like that scene from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm trying to put a thing on. I forgot to put. She was grappled. So I will.
But
also
our Captain
add
Nemo is under the water.
He is under the water currently. Yes. All right. That's its turn. Reef Shark here attacks Aaron. Make sure I don't have Iylis attack targeted. He misses Aaron. And that shark's dead. So we get back to the top, where Dresd'a, you are currently grappled. So you can't move away, but you still have your action. You just can't move. Unless you unless you use your action to break the grapple, in which case then you can move away.
Nah, it's more fun to try to pound on them.
Okay.
Which one had me grappled?
One, I believe this one does.
Okay.
Sorry, this one. Sorry, that's what I meant to do. I had the wrong thing.
Well, that's the one I'm going to try to attack.
Okay. While you're grappled, I don't think there's anything other than you can't move. But let me make sure of that really quick before you do that. Speed becomes 0. Yep, that's it. You just can't benefit from any bonus to its speed.
Okay.
Oh, that means you have disadvantage on the attack, actually. Because you don't have... Well, no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Wait, what?
Well, technically you have disadvantage on all attacks other than a certain subset if you don't have assumed speed. And since you're grappled, but don't worry about it.
Oh, I missed anyway.
Yeah, you missed it.
But Totem's still going to try to bite him.
Okay. That also misses.
We both missed.
Yeah.
We're both shocked by getting bit. Hurt.
That's fair. That's fair. You can't move. You've done a bonus. You've done an action. Marcus.
Yep.
Okay, I will swim over here. 2. Okay. Actually, I'll just go 1, and I'll try to stab it. Or stab that one. Okay, and then 16 points. And then I'll go ahead and do the fear thing again, unless he's dead. He's not dead.
Doesn't look dead.
Menacing attack. So does it roll for him automatically? He's supposed to roll.
Yes, it does.
Save.
He fails. Just sometimes it doesn't pop up on my thing. Yes, it does roll automatically. He failed.
And another 4 points. So that was 1. I'm going to disengage with my bonus action. 2, 3.
Okay, so
actually we'll go back that way.
Menacing attack just means he's frightened of you, right?
Yes.
So okay, he's just not going to come any closer to you.
He's just not going to come at me.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. He's currently engaged with Aaron. He really could care less about you. But
it was more to get the extra damage too. But yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough. Nothing else. That's it.
Nothing else.
All right, Hylough, what are you doing? Currently, this creature, you see the thing is partially out of the water. It's grappling Iylis. The boat is jarring and stuff like that.
I'm going to try to cut the tentacle or attack the tentacle.
Okay,
or something
you can
like
attack with disadvantage. Although technically you have a warhammer, so you can't really cut it, but unless you wish to use a different weapon. But you can do damage. That's for sure.
I will smash it.
That's fair.
With, you said disadvantage?
Because you're targeting the thing, 14 misses anyway, so it doesn't matter, disadvantage or not. 14 will miss.
All right, so
if you're going to try to cut off a tentacle, you have disadvantage because you have no way to actually cut it off unless you use like a sword or something, like you have a bludgeoning weapon. You don't have to have disadvantage.
Okay, so if I'm just going to try to hit it,
just make it roll a hit. You have regular attack. You missed the first one.
Okay.
You missed the second one.
Missed the second one.
Wow, this new Battlemaster thing is working out great for you.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Let's see. Do I have anything? If I miss, Yeah. I don't have anything if I.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Raven's turn. Oh, sorry. Did you have a bonus action or something you wanted to do?
Sorry. But I can't like grab Iylis and keep him from being pulled in or anything like that. Or?
No, because you used your action to attack.
Okay. Yes.
If you decide to do that otherwise, then yes, I would say you could. And then when he tries to pull it, you would do a strength check to contest.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
Raven. Brian, you're Raven.
It's the Raven, correct?
Yes, Brian the Raven. Brian Quoth the Raven.
All right. It's not doing nothing. Staying on my shoulder.
This shark here also attacks you, the grappled one. And now he's got advantage, which he had before anyway, but he gets it again. He misses you, though, even with that. This shark here is the one that has you grappled. Now, here's where you find out why you don't want to be grappled. Because you are grappled, let's see here. So, if the shark starts its turn grappling a creature other than a construct, you're not a construct, are you, Dresd'a? It can't bite that turn, but instead siphons blood and spiritual energy. Target loses 3d6 points of damage.
Oh, crap.
Roll that. Roll that first. 3d6. So Dresd'a's going to take 10 points of damage. And its wisdom score is reduced by 1d4. So.
Oh, no.
Your wisdom now will drop by 4 points, Dresd'a, and you take 10 points of damage. So I'm going to remove your damage. And your wisdom is currently a 6.
That's how the undead things got out.
When does that go away?
How would you know? How would you have any way of knowing?
So wisdom is 6.
Your wisdom is now 6. Please note down somewhere that it should be 10 because there's no way to do temporary things like wisdom and stuff in these things.
I knew it was 10.
I just want to remember just in case. But note it down somewhere. In fact, yeah. Just so we have it, because we may not get to the point where you do what you need to restore it this session. So I want to make sure we remember. So that's that Reshark's turn. This one is deceased. Aaron, you're up. You guys who are kind of around where Dresd'a's at see the thing kind of wiggle and sort of a pulse, a reddish pulse along those kind of extra tentacles that are dark. And then she seems to, you can see her kind of cringe a bit. And I don't have any good way to show that her wisdom drains. She seems less street smart.
He tries to talk underwater.
I don't got a good one there. But Aaron, you're up.
Okay.
Oh, I will say, Dresd'a, when that happened, the blood, you felt the blood pulse out of you, like a sort of a hot rush, but you also felt a slight set of whispers in your mind.
I felt whispers?
You heard whispers in your head during that sort of suck of the stuff from you.
What were they saying?
A cacophony of whispers. Yeah. You miss. Hit. Still up.
That's me.
Okay. Rhux, you're up.
It pulsed.
Well, you kind of notice that it's got a grab. It's got her in its mouth, and these things sort of darkish. You thought you guys were seeing them before. You thought they were like lampreys that were just hanging on, lamprey eels hanging on to the edge of its mouth, kind of slap out and wrap around on her and just grab on, and they sucked, and sort of a reddish pulse happened along their length. as blood gets sucked in, as well as other things. But give me an intelligence check, Rhux.
I am very intellectual.
There
Look
you
at
go.
all of my intelligence.
Yeah, okay,
Oh
continue.
my, he's so
Still your
smart.
turn. What are you doing?
More stabs.
You miss.
Okay, this one seems to be a lot more elusive than the first one.
You miss.
Really?
You got. Oh, yeah. Yeah, really.
The elusive reef shark.
Yep. Iylis, you are up. Again, you just can't move. You can still do an action and a bonus action.
Okay.
Just your speed is 0, basically.
I'm going to.
However,
keep
you can
casting.
use an action to try to escape if you want, which would be
And that's a strength check.
which would no,
right?
it would be an athletics or an acrobatics check against the escape
okay.
DC.
I can might.
However, this feels really tight around you. So.
Yeah. He's got them suckers.
Yep. But you can still do an action if you wish to catch the spell.
I'm just gonna keep magic missiling him.
No, that's fine. I'm just letting you know that you have other options.
What that? Get off me!
You definitely hit it with magic missiles. Anything else?
I yell at Hylough to cut it off.
Cut it off
with his blunt instrument in his hand.
I'm working on it.
You saw him hit it twice, but it just kind of bounced off. And probably because the boat is rocking so much, it just can't get really good
leverage. And it's also an octopus.
Yep. This reef shark attacks you, Mr. Rhux. It finally hits you. Yay! Rhux, you are grappled. You're able to continue your concentration, though. So you are grappled. As these things kind of wrap onto you. And you start to hear a cacophony of whisper in your head. Very reminiscent of a vision you literally had 3 or 4 hours ago.
I don't like whispers. This is not nice.
This one attacks you, Mr. Aaron, and misses. This one here also attacks you, Aaron, and misses. Jeez. Octopus is this. I'm gonna now delete the ink here because that's out of play and don't want to have to worry about it anymore. Praedyth, you're up.
All right.
There's an octopus that's rocking the boat, kind of not too far from you.
If I move like 5 foot right here, do I take an attack of opportunity?
No, you do not, because it's already got a grappled creature, and so it can't attack. It can't attack with its with the tentacles on another target.
Okay.
I thought about making it so the octopi could do more than one tentacle attack, and then I decided against it for reasons.
Could have made it have 10 tickles.
Yeah, well, but for other reasons. The giant octopus is technically. Oh my god! Did I do something stupid? No. Yeah, giant octopuses technically only have one attack. So I kept it that way, even though it's been changed. It's been modified slightly, clearly based on what's going on with some of the other things. But Praedyth, it is your turn.
I will cast Mind Spike on the octopus.
Okay. It will make a saving throw and succeed. So it only takes half of the damage. But it does take 10 points of damage.
Oh, well.
Anything else?
That's all I got.
All right. The giant octopus pulls Iylis to its beak. And
Nah.
Iylis, you hear whisper as it gets closer and closer to it's above water, so you get pulled into the water. It doesn't pull you down
Okay.
under. As you get pulled closer and closer, a cacophony of whispers starts to start in your head, and the tentacles around its beak grab onto you and do the same thing as what they're just doing. You take 3d6 points of damage. You're going to take 11 points of damage, and then you're going to take 1d4 of wisdom damage, which is 3. So, did you already take away your damage? If the answer is no, I will do so. And for some reason, I can't touch you. So, let's see here. 11 points of damage is 20, and you're going to lose 3 points of wisdom. So, you're now down to 10.
Did it let me go? I'm sorry.
It did not let you go. You're now basically being sucked on.
I see. Ouchie.
All right, there we go. Just so I have that in the thing for future reference. This shark here, I accidentally hit something that I shouldn't have, and so it suddenly died, even though it wasn't dead. We'll attack Aaron with advantage. And miss. Dead. Dresd'a, you are up. This thing is still grappled onto you. The whispers are growing more and more intense. What do you want to do?
Unmute is what she wants to do.
She lost her in there a second ago. Let me see.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get everything up here. I'm going to try to beat this shark up again.
Okay. No problem.
Please hit.
That hits for a couple points of damage.
Is that a D6 or a D4?
That was a D4.
It's supposed to be D6 at level 7.
Need to attack.
I need to modify it?
Yeah, this thing doesn't know to modify.
VTT should I just roll
doesn't know
a
anything.
D6?
I'll roll a D2.
D2?
No, roll a D6. All right, so it's 1 extra point.
And Totem's going to try to snap at him. Did that take?
Whose idea was this anyway? Walk into this nest of hornets here.
I thought they were the sharks, but they're much worse.
That misses. Yep. All right, I've modified your strike as well. All right, Marcus, you're up.
Oh,
And
crud.
just FYI, at this level 2, my unarmed strike is considered magical if he has any kind of resistances to non-magical.
He is resistance to Dresd'a. No, they don't.
Okay.
Is the one actually holding Dresd'a? Is
Yeah.
she in the same hex as Dresd'a?
No, they're not. It's grappled, so it's
Okay.
not technically the same.
So I'm going to hit the one that Dresd'a is grabbed by.
Okay.
So it's that one. I'm going to try to hit it anyway. Let's see. I'm going to use accuracy for that extra D8
You missed,
for
however.
precision attack,
Okay.
which is not going to matter. So a total of 21.
That way.
Okay. So that'll be D4 plus 3. So 6 plus 2D6. So 13 points. And disengage, bonus action. I have 1 movement left, which I will move back 1.
Okay.
I don't suppose that killed it, did it?
Doesn't look like it's dead.
No, but I was hoping.
Hylough,
All
you're
right.
up. So now the creature has pulled Iylis into the water and is about 10 feet away from you.
It's my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Oh,
Hylough.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
okay,
Hylough, you're
so
up.
I'm
Sorry.
gonna. So I can't reach him.
Unless you have 10-foot reach on your weapon attack, no. Or get into the water.
Let's see here. Let him die.
Or let him die.
Possibly drown.
Or possibly
drown. Die. Let's see here. Yeah.
Now you're kind of wishing you had that Corsair back, aren't you?
Yeah. So I will jump into the water and
okay. Jump into the water. Give me a.
Take a deep breath and then jump.
Well, you aren't going to immediately sink. But you give me a strength check because you're trying to hold yourself up. So give me a strength check. You're basically kicking your feet, trying to stay up instead of sink to the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good enough. You're able to keep yourself high enough up that you can remain engaged with the octopus. So now do your action.
Okay. All right. Let's try this.
That actually hits.
Oh wow.
And you slam the hammer into it pretty hard. Since you're still kind of up on top, I'm not going to make you do the disadvantage. If you go under the water, though, you will then have disadvantage on the attack. Okay. I'm saying for now, you're kicking your feet, and you can get your arms up enough out of the water that you can swing normally. In essence, You're basically just doing tomahawking it, basically.
All right, so I am going to.
You still have a second attack.
Yeah.
I didn't remove that, but.
And
did you want to throw on a battle die with that last attack?
Yeah, well, I was going to add I was going to give. Let's see who needs advantage. Let's see here.
Currently, there are 3 sharks on Aaron. There is 2 sharks, one of which is attached to Dresd'a, and 1 shark on Rhux, and then you guys are currently engaged with the octopus.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give a. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a distracting strike here, and so that gets me a D8 to add to that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then they get advantage if they need it or if they could use it. Let's say give the next attack roll against the target.
Right.
As advantage. Okay. All right.
Against that particular target. So anybody who's fighting the octopus will have advantage on the next attack. Gotcha.
And then I will hammer him again.
Oh, well, hold on. Does that mean you get it? Let me check. Attack hits, allies have advantage. Okay, allies have advantage. So it's giving your allies. So you cannot get the advantage. Okay.
Right.
Your next attack does miss, however.
Right.
I was just making sure. Like, if you could get it, then I would give it to you. Just depending on what the word was.
Right. Yeah, I thought that it was somebody else. So okay.
It was.
That's cool.
All right. Cool. You still have a bonus action if you want. Did you want an action surge or something?
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
I mean, that's not even a bonus action. It's not even that. Action surge is just one of your things that you can do.
Right. What is the? Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna action surge and I get
strike it again. I think will hit. Indeed, it does. Not your best roll, but
Yeah. Then I get to
Still
attack
get another
again.
one. Yep, you still got another one. This is the this is when you go supernova. That hits, and the thing releases Iylis and starts to float down into the water below.
So why did he die so easily the last time and then come back to life? I missed something. I don't know. Why did he come back to life?
He didn't come back to life. There's a second one.
There's a second one.
Oh, there was a second one. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't know that.
This one came up from the south.
Oh, okay. Sorry. They looked like the one that was floating.
No,
was
I
replaced by
turned it off. I just
Okay.
disabled it. The other one's right here.
Okay.
And I mean, if I show it to you again, it's still there. I didn't.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just I turn them off so you guys don't have to see, so I don't clutter up the thing. And they also can sometimes be on top of things and stuff like that. So I just as soon as I'm done with that, you notice how I turned it off. And technically on the GM screen, I move it off the map so that I can.
Yeah, that's fine. I thought he was just floating down, and then all of a sudden he was alive again.
Actually,
I missed it.
before I do this, you might want
The third one shows
You
up.
might want to alt click on him so that you're no longer targeting him. Same thing with Iylis. There's 3 people targeting. Oh, Praedyth, you're the other one targeting.
What's going on?
The octopus.
Octopus.
Untarget the octopus so that you.
I have done.
Yeah, Praedyth, I think, is also doing it. So he's the other one.
Give me 1 sec.
Because usually I sometimes forget that, and you guys can't untarget it. There we go. All right, we're all good. That's the end of Hylough's turn. The Raven.
Hand on my shoulder.
All right.
Can I keep moving?
Oh, if you want, yeah. I mean, you did.
Well,
I would say that was 15 feet. You still have 15 feet left, but you're in the water, so you only get half move. So you have 1 square you can do. Yeah, 1 square.
Well, it's not my turn, so I'll
No,
move.
I can make it.
Fine.
I can send it back to your turn. That's fine.
Okay. Well, I was just going to move there.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. This shark here.
I have to come to y'all
continues
rescue.
to attack Dresd'a with advantage. Fortunately, still misses. And also misses Aaron, because somehow I still have Aaron. Anyway, this shark here. All right, so Dresd'a, you are still being grappled by this, so you take 3d6 points of damage. So another 9 points of damage and another d4 of wisdom drain. Another 3 points of your wisdom are gone. So you're now down to 15 points of hit points, and you're now down to a 3 wisdom. Sounds wonderful.
You don't sound very wise at all.
That one's
I
dead.
got hit once.
Aaron,
right?
you're up. Yeah, you got hit once. Aaron, you're up.
Okay, gonna attack this guy.
Definitely hits. Does some damage to it.
Gonna hit him again.
He still hits as you continue to strike out at this thing, but it's still attacking at you. Anything else?
You said if I use lightning, it'll be wacky on the.
Nah, it's just magic. We can.
Okay, then I'm gonna use this.
For how many points?
1d6 plus my wisdom was plus 2. Okay.
I was mostly teasing Dresd'a. It's mostly
7
what I was
damage.
doing. If she really wants to do shocking grass, she can. It's fine.
Oh, you bought. I was going to.
No, I said you should just see what happens. I was just teasing you. I said I ended with, hey, you can just do it. And so you must have missed that.
Yeah.
Because John was like, it's
do
magic. No. Because John was like, oh, it's magical, and I was agreeing with him, is what I was doing.
Oh, okay. I missed that part.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not going to do it. You're not fooling me. Yeah, you fooled me.
Yeah, it's magical, whatever. And plus, in this case, it's through connection. You're touching it, so I would say it doesn't go through the Rhux, you're up. I mean, come on, the whole point is this is trying to be superhero-ish a little bit, so it's kind of a little silly for me to play the physics cards in some of these things. That's why I didn't do you shouldn't be able to hit the guy from the boat because of refraction. I
But
didn't
what
do
if
that.
my
See, what
magic
you're-
spell accounts
What you're
for
implying
refraction?
is if I try to whack him with a lightning bolt, I might hurt myself.
No, you're fine. It'll be fine. I'm not gonna. There's no point in any of that. The whole point is it's magic. It's intended to do a certain thing. You're focusing the energy, so it's fine.
Oh, I just saw one of the powers I got at 7th level. I'm going to use on my turn.
That's great. I'm gonna stab this guy again.
Okay. He is currently connected to you, and but it doesn't mean it does anything. You hit, you do damage.
Wait, am I able to? Is it like a? Am I supposed to like save against the grapple or what?
No, you can try to escape the grapple. You currently have a movement of 0. That's all. That's all grapple means.
Oh, so like I could use my move turn to escape it?
No, you would use an action to try to escape. You've already started to attack, so you can't do that this turn.
Well, I guess that's fair.
However, you are able to cut it.
I'll just kill it.
You're able to kill
This
it.
seems fine.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to move over here,
Okay.
and then do I have enough action type stuff left to? I'm gonna put away the trident.
You can drop it as you move. You can always pull.
Can I'm not trying to switch it this turn. Can I put the trident away as I move?
Sure.
Okay. Because I'm going to pull a different weapon out next turn, but I was going to do that next turn.
Okay. Iylis, you are currently in the water after having been dropped. You're also no longer grappled.
All right. So, what would it take for me to get back in the boat?
Well, you'd have to do a swim to the boat, so we'd say that's 2 movement points, and then we would say you have to climb into the boat. We'd say that's 2 movement points. So it would be 4 movement points to get back into the boat.
I'm gonna do that then.
Okay. You still have 2 left, technically. What's your wisdom? Would you be smart enough to figure that out?
10.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm teasing.
Average wisdom now.
Well, I'm not.
We're above average.
Dresd'a is clearly not above average. Dresd'a is well below average.
Getting less wise by the day.
I don't actually know what happens if she gets to 0 wisdom.
I die.
No, I don't think you die. 0 con, you die, but I think 0 wisdom, you just become a blithering idiot and just become incapacitated.
Oh my. Which would not be good.
Anyway, Iylis, it is still your turn. Sorry.
I'm going to try and shoot the shark that's on Dresd'a.
Okay.
With a magic missile. Which one is it? This one that's
the one that's to her south, directly south.
That one is the one that's biting her.
Yep, that's the one that is currently thrashing around with her as she keeps on trying to pummel it with her fists. But you have now destroyed it.
I moited it.
She probably would have destroyed it before it had its turn next time anyway. So,
just in case.
No, it's all good. That's a valid attack. Anything else?
Nope, that's all.
All right, this reef shark's dead. This reef shark is going to attack Aaron and still has advantage because there's another shark around it, but misses. The shark is dead. Octopus is dead. Praedyth, you're up. I would say at this point, I should have probably given. Well, you can still see it though. There's a lot of water. There's a lot of blood in the water here from Dresd'a getting mauled for quite a bit, and several of these sharks going down. So it's definitely more difficult to see down in the battle down in here. You can still make things out enough for Iylis for your automatic hit with that sort of thing. But I would say that anybody that has an attack roll down here An actual attack roll has disadvantage at this point because there's just so much blood in the water, kind of darkening it.
Was there a save against that wisdom damage?
Nope.
Oh,
The save was that it's hard for it to hit you.
Ah.
And the save is that you should try to escape the grapple. So,
that's fair.
That's technically the save.
Yeah.
I don't know if that other shark on Dresd'a's
okay. So you'll have disadvantage because of what's going. If you have an attack roll, if you do something with a save, everything's still fine. It's just the attack roll will have disadvantage.
I'm just trying to decide which spell I want to do because I don't remember if that one has been hit or not.
It's hard to say. There's so much blood in the water, it's hard to say.
I'll mock it.
Okay. It succeeds. So it takes no damage. Which is crazy because it doesn't have a high wisdom. I don't think it has a high wisdom. Oh, it's got a 10 wisdom. It's actually more wise than Dresd'a is right now.
It stole her wisdom and
yeah. Oh, the other one, the one that you killed, did. Anything else?
Well, I obviously am not good enough to mock a shark, so no.
Well, remember, it can't hear you. It's underwater.
That's true.
All right.
No, that's it.
All right. This shark here attacks Aaron with advantage. I think it still misses because that's the point. He's got hard armor class. And we reach the top of the thing where Dresd'a is no longer grappled, and it is her turn.
No longer grappled. Yeah.
Someone was kindly, a set of force bolts came from above through the water, streaking through the water and killed the thing that was stealing your street smarts, your wisdom, your intuition.
Okay. Well, I'll try to attack the other shark.
Oh, and the whispers kind of fade away after it goes away, after it dies. Same thing for you, Iylis. The whispers kind of fade out. 14 misses.
Okay, Totem's going to try to bite him.
Cool. 20 does hit. All right, cool. This thing takes some damage. You still have your move action. You want to do anything with that?
I'll stay within his range and
just run around.
I'm not gonna move.
All right, Marcus, you're up.
All right, I'll go over here and try to help Aaron now.
All right.
Pretty slick, huh?
That was great.
And then 10 points, nothing.
Which one
I'm
are you
gonna hold on to my last.
No, which one are you attacking?
The one to the west of Aaron.
Okay.
I selected him.
No, I know, but it doesn't automatically do the sneak attack damage, although it should be. But so
okay.
It didn't do sneak attack.
It was 6 points. Oh, cool.
Yeah, so that's why I wanted to know which one, so I could apply. The sneak
gotcha.
attack.
And then bonus action, I'll move back over here.
Okay. Hylough, you are currently swimming in the water and trying not to sink, so give me another strength check.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, that's good enough. You do not go down.
I think I'm gonna. I don't think I can reach these sharks.
No, they're like 30 feet below you. Like you can see them in the water. You can stick your head in and it gets a little easier to see them, but they're well below you.
1.
That's 2.
2.
That's 4. 2 to get into the boat. So you've used 6.
Okay. And
not much I can do. I don't think here.
Okay. Cool.
Except row a little closer. I could start rowing, but I guess that would be I could do that, right? Try to row closer to everybody.
You closer is a relative term. You're basically going to move maybe 5 feet closer because they're 30 feet below you in the water. So, but you can try to row. You're only going to get about 5 feet, 10 feet.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just want to move them. Well, I don't mean closer, exactly closer. Yeah, not from just closer over top of them, so they don't have as far to swim.
Yeah,
or something like that.
Yeah,
if they need to come back.
You moved slightly. You started moving forward.
Okay.
Oh, you should have been like that. There we go. All right. The Raven probably staying same spot, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
This shark again attempts to eat Dresd'a. No advantage though this time, so and misses. It is now Aaron's turn.
All right. Let us get some slashing on, shall we?
All right, you hit the first time and then slash back again and hit again.
And I'm going to use another. This. Of course.
Okay.
And that's me.
Rhux.
Let's see. Well, I don't think it's really necessary for me to do what I was going to do. So I'm going to take my trident back out, and I'm just going to walk up to this guy.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to walk to here on him so I can flank.
Okay.
Even though I don't remember if we're doing flanking or not.
You get a +2.
Oh, we are doing flanking. All right, then I'm going to stab him.
It hits.
And then I'll stab him again.
Still hits. It's still up there.
That's pretty cool. Well, that's kind of rude, but.
Anything else?
Consider him stabbed.
Iylis.
All right. I'm gonna try and hit him with another chill touch. Hit this guy with a chill touch.
You have disadvantage because of the amount of blood and stuff all over the place there.
Got it. Let me roll again.
Or,
No.
all right, so
Sad.
it misses. Unfortunately. Anything else you want to try to do?
No.
All right. Well, we will get down here to Praedyth.
Okay.
Don't you have Toll the Dead, Robert?
Hmm?
Do you have Toll the Dead?
No, that's Praedyth.
I have Toll the Dead, which I'm about to cast on this shark.
And it succeeds. But it doesn't take any damage.
It is nothing.
Praedyth,
Once again.
You have the worst luck with Toll the Dead.
I know.
You got an 18. So. All right. We reach the other shark, the last shark here that is currently on Aaron. Does he actually hit? He actually hits. But you make the. Did you want to do your thing or not, Aaron? Cole.
Hello?
Oh,
1 second, the dog's trying to eat the cat.
did you want to do your roll, your die, or not?
Yes, I shall. Roll, yeah. It doesn't matter what I roll, actually. Whoops.
You didn't roll a
There
52.
we go.
Well, it does matter because your armor class was
I have a
20, so if you
22.
got in a 1, you would not. Actually, you have a
No, I
22?
22 with Shield of Faith.
Okay. All right. And we get to the top of the round, Dresd'a's turn.
I'll keep trying to hit that shark. I get a +2 now, right?
Yes.
Just for flanking.
That's not going to help, though.
Well, totem will try.
That'll hit.
Yay. Fighting the hell out of that shark. One nibble at a time.
Seems that way, yes. Marcus.
So Marcus will go 1 diagonal, 2, 3 diagonal for a dash, and I'm going to try to hit the shark. Son of a bitch! Sorry. Okay. So 4 points, and then so 8 more points to it, and I'm done.
It floats.
I named this dagger Shark Bane.
Shark 2.
Hylough, you're up.
Oh, shark 2.
Well, I don't know. I'll just cheer them on.
Okay. Raven does nothing. The shark attacks Dresd'a.
Oh.
Leave her alone. She's not that smart.
And misses. No, they're not taking away her intelligence. Aaron's turn.
She's not that deep.
Okay.
You missed both times. All right. Rhux.
Yes. Consider the shark stab.
See. Misses.
Okay. First of all. Well, +2.
With +2, it'll hit.
All right, the damage is 1d6 + 4.
And the last shark goes
Yes, sir.
limp in the water.
After seeing more suck from the lamprey looking things the whole time, can I try to use my brain about it again?
No, I mean, you guys assumed they were lamprey eels. They're literally tentacles, little small black tentacles.
Oh, yeah. I meant, like, can I try to do an intelligence check again?
Why?
Well, when you said they pulsed red the first time, you gave me one.
Well, because that was more
I've
about
seen it a lot of times.
it hadn't affected you. As soon as it affected you, I said
Oh, well, now I know what it is.
you heard the whispers similar to your vision. Literally what I said.
So it was to figure out what it was going to tell me anyway. I got you.
Well, no, I just for you to understand that this was similar to what you saw in your vision.
I got you. I thought it was for something else.
No.
So I yell down to loot the bodies and make sure you check
The
out that
bodies.
wreckage. Check out that wreckage.
Because the sharks certainly have
Yeah, they carry
full of gold.
Well, you know, their stomachs. Don't tell them what's in their license plates. You never know what's in their stomachs. Anyway, no, just,
no. Go ahead. It's just funny.
Check out the wreckage that you came down here for.
Yeah.
Of course, they can't really hear me.
Well, is everyone okay? Dresd'a's been hurt pretty bad.
There's a lot of blood coming off of Dresd'a at this point. Looking around, as you guys are looking around, it's hard to see each other a little bit because there's so much blood, and mostly from the creatures in the area. But you can, looking to the north, you definitely see still the wreckage there. But also you see that there is, where the other octopus came from, is more wreckage.
Oh.
Is it all ancient wreckage?
Yeah, it's all very heavily overgrown wreckage as well.
Well, we want to go in the one. Let's go in the one we started to go in.
Okay.
You guys want to keep? Or do you want to Dresd'a? I mean,
you guys kind of slowly move into there, being a little more cautious this time, and search sort of so as you get into there, you realize this is pretty much all decks of the ship, the front third of the ship, of the one on top. So you kind of go through some cabins. It's over on its side, so you're kind of floating through it. Much of it has been deteriorated. Clearly, this wreck has been here for a very long time. Any kind of bed sheets or anything like that are pretty much gone. All that you're really seeing is sort of the skeleton of any kind of beds or anything in these cabins. And you are seeing beds as if this was a cabin, not with just hammocks, but as if somebody would literally sleep in there. There's bunk beds along one of the walls. And this front end is you can only get into one of the cabins. The other one is kind of below the silt, below the sand and the silt. And it's definitely covered in. You pull a bit on the door to get enough of it so you can see inside. And inside looks similar. There's a bit more of a hole. There's a hole into the sand there, and sand has fallen into it. But again, pretty old wreckage in there. Coming a little bit further down, you sort of get into the next deck. You're able to get into that portion of it. It's a bit more difficult to get in there, but you are able to get in there, and you find a couple of crates that seem to have been, that are still here. They're definitely caked over with things like barnacles and sea life and stuff like that, but it's pretty obvious that they are crates of some sort. And to get to the next floor down, it will be impossible. Like that stuff is buried in sand. But you think it's intact under there. You just think it would take a while to dig through the sand to get enough to get into it.
And can I get into the crates with use my dagger to kind of scrape?
There's barnacles all over the place. It'd probably be easier to get it up and then try to do something with it than it is to. It does feel rather heavy though. As you pick it up, it feels pretty heavy.
All right, I'll try to bring it. I'll bring it up to the ship.
Yeah, there's 2 crates.
Okay.
2 crates.
Motion over to Aaron or whoever else wants to help me carry them up.
The other one.
All right. So you guys grab them, and they feel, about the same weight as the crates you were getting before, but they're just covered in barnacles. They've been here for a long time.
Perfect time for a mimic. Anyway,
as you notice the other spot further down, it's all the way down here. For those of you,
does somebody else want to check that out?
Vision. That's where the other squid seem to have come from as well.
Let's carry this stuff up first, and then we'll go down to there.
Okay.
Row the boat over so the boat's over us.
Oh crap! I'm sorry. I was reading the stuff from the crates weren't here. They were in a different spot. I was reading something else. I'm sorry. You do not find the crates. It is too buried for you to find any kind of crates. I'm sorry.
Well, we'll go to the other one then and row the boat
I'm sorry.
over.
I was reading the wrong. I was too far down on my notes.
Okay.
The forecastle cabin is mostly intact near the Rhux, like I was just telling you. That's what you were just looking at. The further part down, though, as you get down there, you find that it is. It looks to be the top of the stern castle. So this looks like it might have been the captain's cabin and some of that sort of stuff.
Right.
As you kind of get inside, it's appointed like it might have been the captain's cabin, except again, everything's overgrown. Anything that's kind of cloth or anything like that is pretty much gone. It's the like clearly there was some kind of love seat or something like that here that had cloth on it once, but all that's left is sort of the wooden bones of the thing. Clearly parts of a bed, but it's overgrown with barnacles and stuff like that. All of the deck underneath it, though, is missing. Like it's literally just the captain's cabin and the forecastle above it. So, and you can see that this ship, the captain's cabin, was a dual deck thing, so much bigger interior than the one you guys currently in. The ship that you're currently in. This ship must have been maybe 30%, maybe 20% larger than your ship, guys' ship.
Oh wow!
With an extra level of things and stuff like that. So. Definitely a reasonably decent sized ship. Inside of there, you kind of look around, and like I said, it looks to be mostly just deteriorated and things like that. It's very clear, though, that this is just there's not enough wreckage here for a ship of this size.
So, like the ship may have split apart.
Yeah, it looks like the ship split apart. And give me an investigation check, real quick, as you're looking through there.
I think you should look for some crates somewhere.
No, I literally was two pages there, 2 notes down. It's so stupid.
16.
As you're kind of looking around in there, though, you find a rusty metal key in the sands.
Okay, I'll take it.
Where it goes to. As you kind of come out, you kind of are looking around, and you notice a twinkle of. Well, Dresd'a, are you still doing stuff with him?
She stepped into the kitchen. Let me holler at her. She's letting the dog out, but she's still with us.
As you guys are kind of looking around, you notice you're feeling the current come through this canyon down here. Like there's definitely a current coming through this. As you kind of feel it, you kind of just haphazardly, randomly look down the canyon, and in the murky darkness down there, there's a very faint kind of appearance of a grayish blue light that slowly fades away.
Like it fades away, like it got carried away on a current, something? I'll go towards it. I'll go down towards it.
Okay. You continue heading down.
Hopefully people go with me. If not.
I apologize. I actually need to
Sorry,
get going
dogs.
pretty soon.
What a mess.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we're almost done here. I was just getting us to the next little quick spot.
Sure.
We got maybe 5 minutes.
Are we going in the cave?
Do that.
Yay.
No, you guys have already done all the stuff. Might have some headphones so you can listen while you're doing the dog stuff. But no, Marcus has noticed a light further down the canyon that faded away.
So I've got a key.
And he's got a key. What are you guys up top doing?
I'm just trying to keep an eye on them and kind of maybe try to go with them.
So if you are, then they're starting to move further south.
Okay.
Trying to figure out how to cast Lesser Restoration, even though I don't have the spell.
Yeah, it's going to be impossible for you to because you don't have the
Maybe if you had a better wisdom.
Maybe if I had better wisdom.
All right, so you guys start at the boat up top, and you guys down below start heading south. As you do so, after about after about 60 or so feet, you see, and moving through the vegetation and stuff like that, you notice that you actually notice some more wreckage on the floor, some like planks and stuff from decking and things of that nature. And as you get a bit further from that, let me get guys into here, and I will have to make an actual vessel for next time, but for now it's good. Rhux. As you guys continue down through, you notice up ahead a much larger chunk of the wreckage is sort of crossways in this thing, wedged up against portions of the edge of the canyon itself.
That's cool.
And as you kind of seem to approach it, you see some fishes and stuff like that kind of swimming around it, or of various types, and that was not supposed to be, they're supposed to be visible. I don't know why they were invisible. Can you not see them? Oh, I might have just made them invisible.
Yeah, I can see them a second ago, then you moved something. There you go.
Yeah, they're just not, oh, they're just not easily visible. Oh, this one's still invisible. There we go. So yeah, there's some schools of fish swimming around it. Again, it looks heavily overgrown like the other ones. But this looks like maybe the main third of the ship, like the main hull and sort of that stuff. The decking on top is kind of broken apart. That's probably what you've been seeing as you've been coming down here. But the latter third part, the part under the forecastle or the stern castle, is still missing from this, from what you can see. And as you start to approach it, we'll stop there for the evening.
Is that a skeleton towards the east? Right.
I don't know. You have to get a little bit closer.
Okay.
Spoiler alert, yes. But you have to get a little bit closer before you can actually see it. You guys are far enough away at this point that it's hard to see in the murkiness of this. By the way, you guys have dropped a bit further down. You guys are now about 40 feet under the surface of the water as it kind of comes down into this sort of thing.
How much time have we spent underwater so far?
You are, let me hit pause on the game. About about 30 minutes, 45 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, something like that.
Okay, I think I'll have to head up then because I think mine's only an hour.
Yeah, so we will pick this up here next week as you guys are kind of looking at this old wreck and potentially what's going on in this old wreck.